Now then, people, it's Joe. It's all Leeds TV. Well, it's Joe and Oscar. It's the king of the silent celebration. Oscar Marriott, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Can't wait for this. It's been too long, mate. 10 days since the last game. 10 days. I mean, what a game this is going to be, mate. What a game this is going to be. You know, taking the one like Villa, but I think it will be more difficult than Villa, but it's going to be a top game again for me, mate.
Yeah, same for me, mate. I think it's going to be an absolute barnstormer as well. One that I'm thoroughly looking forward to. Like you said yourself, mate, it's been 10 long days, 10 whole long days. Far too long. We've got loads to get into as well, obviously. There's the Rodrigo news. There's the lineup, which I am pretty surprised with. Let's have a little chat about Leicester and all that stuff. Before we do, please smash a like on the video if you can. The more likes you smash, the more people come and join us. And we can, start that chat. I know you guys love to chat. I see it all the time. You have little chats amongst yourselves. So get smashing the like on the video and let's get some more people coming in. I can see you all coming in now. And we'll have a little chat about the lineup, about Rodrigo. Where is he? Some of you are asking in the chat already, where is he? And we'll come to that. But before we do, smash a like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter, please do drop a retweet on the stream as well, because we just like that interaction, man. We just want to get people involved. That's all it is. And don't forget, as it says on the ticker, that this video is sponsored by Old School Leeds. Oscar's sporting their Vamos Leeds Carajo t-shirt. I'm sporting the Billy Bremner t-shirt. And we've got some exciting news for you as well. For all Leeds TV fan viewers. I mean, we went back to Old School Leeds and said, come on, we need something more. We need something more for the all Leeds TV faithful. So what we've got you is a 10% discount. Using the code ALLLEEDS, all capital letters. Their link is in the description to this video. So if you like either of these t-shirts, or you want yourself a bobble hat, you want yourself a face mask, you need face masks right now, you want yourself some nice prints, check out Old School Leeds. You'll get 10% off, and you'll even get 10% off on the sale items, guys. So if there's something in the sale that's going cheap, you can even get 10% off that. So, I mean, you'd be daft not to. Check it out. Their link is in the description. You all know about Old School Leeds anyway. I know you all do anyway. Their stuff's top notch. But that's that. Let's have a chat, Oscar. Let's jump straight in, mate, and let's talk about this lineup. Talk me through it, mate. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, obviously, it's free. Is it free changes there? Yeah, I think it's free. Yeah, looking at it now, it's free changes, isn't it? Obviously, I think Coop's coming in, was to be expected. I think we've all said that this week. We're expecting Coop's to come in for Alioski, and obviously Dallas to shift across, Aiden to shift across and go back to kind of our favourite back four. I think Shackleton starting ahead of Stewart's an interesting one. It's not something expected. But to be fair, I agree with it. I agree with it. I think Shackleton was superb in that position against Villa. I think him and Click at the base of the midfield really dominated it. I think with Shackleton and Click, you get energy. You get obviously Click's brilliant on the ball. Shackleton just an absolute monster in terms of just getting up and down the pitch, playing box to box, a bit more advanced than Click. And I think obviously Rodrigo has kind of been enforced, and obviously Pablo comes in. But I mean, Pablo, Pablo's Pablo. With Pablo, you can get something. Rodrigo, you're probably going to get a bit more of a creative player. I think Rodrigo's a massive goal threat, but I think Pablo just brings a little bit more guile, if you like, to the proceedings, as he always does. When Pablo's on the pitch, you always expect something to happen. Yeah, Pablo maybe isn't as agile, can't really press as hard as Rodrigo. I think we both said before coming on there, we're probably only going to see Pablo for 70 minutes here, regardless of how it's going. I can't see Pablo making 90 minutes here in a game like this. But, I'm happy enough with it, mate. It looks like a bit more like a 4-2-3-1 kind of shape. It's an interesting one. It's interesting. We saw what we did against Villa. I think Pablo will probably be quite close to Bamford. And, I'm happy enough with it. I think Rafinha being out as well is a bit of a blow in terms of options off the bench. But Ian Vader is still there. It's good to have options. Obviously Tyler Roberts might come into proceedings for Pablo. You can kind of see some of the substitutions already before it's even kicked off, that we might be making as the game goes on. But hopefully we won't need to. We'll be so far clear by that point. We're fine.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, out of sight. You know, you mentioned that being out of clear. For me, the first goal is so important in this game.
Yeah,
so important. The way I see, obviously, Leicester lining up, and I fully expect them to not so much sit in, but you know, soak up a lot of pressure, give a lot of the ball away. And obviously look to counters on, you know, catch us on the counter. Big shout out, Michael 20, Suffolk Whites.
Michael.
I'm worried tonight, no Rodrigo or Rafinha. I believe Rafinha's picked up a knock. And for those that are asking, Rodrigo is having to self-isolate after being in contact with someone who's got the virus, I believe. I think that's what's coming out from the club. So he's self-isolating, which means he doesn't make the lineup. You know, had he been fit and ready, of course, he'd have started for me. But listen, having a magic man like Pablo Hernandez coming in, it's totally fine, you know. Like you've said yourself, maybe he won't be as mobile as Rodrigo, especially in the press. But ultimately, you know, he's going to give us something. And I think the real interesting one for me, of course, Cooper was going to come in at centre-back. I'm glad for that. You know, I love Luke Ayling. He did an amazing job at centre-back, but he's better at right-back. And if it's Maddison or Harvey Barnes, whoever's playing on that side, you know, I'd rather Ayling be tracking them. I think the most interesting one for me is Matthias Klick sort of playing that deeper role like he did in the second half against Villa, dictating it from there. Shackleton, I suppose, to be honest, the amount he runs could make up the running for both him and Rodrigo, if we're being totally honest. The amount he runs, Oscar, he's full of it. So it will be interesting to see. And like Carry 54, it's actually his first start, you know, first Premier League start for Jamie Shackleton. So that's amazing for a local lad as well, a Yorkshire lad, a Leeds lad. It's amazing to see. And I fully expect him to have a top game. Obviously, when you lose, you know, the influence of Rafinha off the bench or Rodrigo in the starting lineup, it's a big loss. But I fully expect any 11 that Marcelo puts out is going to be fit and ready, raring to go. I think the main thing for me, Oscar, was in his press conference where he said, you know, that any of the 22 available could start tonight, you know, and that shows that he has faith in every single individual player within that squad, you know. Maybe in previous seasons with Bielsa, the 2 seasons previously, I don't think that's the case, you know, and that's why he's stuck with a rigid same team 24/7. And it's nice to see it switch up tonight. I know a few of them are forced, but it was nice to hear him say that any of the 22 could start tonight. Let's have just a quick little chat about Leicester's lineup. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it, mate. Schmeichel in goal, Albrighton, Justin, Fofana, Fuchs, Thomas, Mendy, Pratt, Tielemans, Barnes, and Vardy. Talk to me about their team, mate.
Yeah, I mean, trying to suss out the shape, it looks like it's hard to really tell what exactly they're going with. It looks like a back three. It's like Justin, Fofana, Fuchs in the back three. Obviously, Locke mentioned that Fuchs has been playing in there quite a bit. Obviously, a left back who's kind of playing on the left side of the back three. Yeah. Albrighton, I'd imagine, be right wing back. Luke Thomas, left wing back. Probably the only other left foot in the team. And then kind of Mendy. Yeah, again, I think Mendy, Tielemans kind of playing a bit deeper, and then Pratt.
What do you make to know Maddison? What do you make to know Maddison?
That's an interesting one, you know, mate. I was not expecting that at all. I really did think Maddison would be starting this game. You know, he was superb in that Arsenal game, you know, from what I saw of him. He really dictated the play and was probably the best player on the pitch in that game. So, yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm happy, mate. I'm happy not seeing him on the pitch. But when you've got someone like that coming off the bench, though, it's like, wow, what a play. I mean, you know, 90% of teams in the Premier League he gets into, doesn't he, really? You know, it's an interesting one that Leicester feel they can afford to drop. Probably a little bit enforced by so much European football they played. Quite a lot of football Leicester recently, so it might be rotating. But from our point of view, that's quite good news. That I think obviously Barnes and Vardy still carry a lot of threat. Obviously Tielemans, I think, is a super player. And there's a lot of quality in that Leicester team, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't know if there's a little bit of crackling with your sound there, Oscar. I don't know if it's coming through the headphones you're using or whatever, but I could hear it in my headphones as well, and I know a few people have mentioned. Oscar will be just got to sort that out now. Like Johnny Davis says, you know, I fully expected Leicester in my pre-match to line up with a back three of Johnny Evans, Fuchs, and Fofana. Obviously, Johnny Evans isn't fit. so won't make that. So maybe like Oscar says, Justin comes in there, or maybe I fully expect Justin to come in there, and Mark Albrighton at right wing back. Obviously, without the new signing Castagna, they've got quite a lot of absentees. To be fair, Leicester. So it's look. I fully expect us Leicester to wait for us to make mistakes. And if mistakes are made, then they'll look to pounce. They'll look to get us on the counter. You know, they'll look to go into Tielemans, and Tielemans then be looking for that ball to Vardy. You know, I fully expect that, because Vardy's going to get chances tonight, guys. Because for me, there's going to be a lot of space for Jamie Vardy to play into. You know, Leicester have struggled against the teams like Villa, against a team like West Ham, because they're not given that space for him to run into. Maybe they play a little bit deeper, and then Leicester have to try break them down. The results for me have come against Arsenal and City, because Arsenal and City have a better quality of player. They'll look to sit in and then look to get them on the counter. And okay, we might not have the individual quality that City and City and Arsenal have, but the way that we play, I fully expect Brendan Rodgers to be saying to these guys, right, you know, we sit in, we wait for them to make mistakes. You get the ball to Vardy, and he's going to have space to run into, because we're going to leave space. And then it becomes a foot race. And I think as well, don't know what you feel, Oscar, Meslier is going to have to sometimes meet Jamie Vardy on the fly. I think if that ball does come out, he needs to be ready to be coming off his line. What do you think?
100%, mate. I think that Brendan Rodgers is an interesting one.
Sorry,
you kind of stopped yourself and thought, is he just saying Brendan? Anyway, yeah, no, definitely. It's going to be open, isn't it, mate? You know, both teams are going to try and play. I think obviously Leicester, we said a lot in the Friday night football with Locks that they sat back a bit more against Arsenal, but I don't think they'll show us the same kind of respect as well as we have done. I think obviously Arsenal are still, got more quality, haven't they, than us ultimately, but I think it will be just so open, you know. I think Vardy will have chances. But at the same time, we'll have chances, you know, on the counter. You know, Harrison, Costa, we'll try and press them. They'll try and play through it. We'll try and play through their press. It's just going to be a really good football match, this, mate. It's going to be a real... Yeah. I don't really see it as like a massively tactical game. I just think it's a game of two managers who want to play football, want to play the right way. I think we probably... In terms of where we are as a team, I think we're probably more impressive in terms of our football. I think I would say that. I think the way we played against City was very different to how Leicester played against City. I think we're probably a little bit more committed to it. But ultimately, you'd probably say Leicester have got the better quality. So it's a really well-balanced game for me, mate. I think it is a really well-balanced game from that point of view. I don't think it's going to be a kind of one like... I think that Wolves game, Wolves kind of sat in for the first sort of hour or so and kind of got a bit braver as we tied a little bit. But I can't see it being like that. I think Brendan Rodgers is a little bit more on the front foot than that. I can see it being a bit more like a City game, to be fair. I can probably see something like that, ultimately being a case of who's more clinical on the day.
Definitely. It's a good point made here by Bury. You know, I think Leicester are the perfect team to play against this Leeds side. They'll be like Wolves, but much quicker and more direct on the counter. If we score first, it could be interesting. And I genuinely believe, I don't know what your thoughts are, the first goal for me is so important. Like Bury 81 says, if Leicester were to score first, it will be sort of us then trying to break them down and then them looking to pick us off on the counter. However, if we score first, then Leicester probably have to adopt the style of play and have to come out, and therefore they then leave space, you know. So I genuinely believe, I don't know what your thoughts are, that the first goal in this one's so important.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams are flying at the moment, really, especially us. In terms of, considering who we've played in the league so far, I do think it's going to be a bit like that. But I will say, Leicester, one thing I do think is a weakness and a big strength for us is our press. Okay, with Pablo there instead of Rodrigo, it might be a little bit weaker. We've still got Paddy Bamford, Costa, Harrison, Shackleton clip behind. Still should be quite strong. I look at that Leicester back three, Schmeichel. I don't think they're great on the ball. I don't think Schmeichel especially, I don't think he's as good on the ball as Meslier. Obviously, Schmeichel's a top quality keeper. I'm not doubting that for 1 second. But I look at the back three. Fuchs is all right on the ball, but for Farmer, Evans, not Evans, Justin, I think we can probably get the ball off them.
there's been a hell of a lot made about this kid Fofana. I think he's 18, 19, bought for 30 million. Loads being said about him, you know, from the podcast and bits that I see. I've not actually had the luxury of being able to watch him play yet, so this will be the first time. We spoke to Locks, obviously, on Friday night for before the whistle blows, and he said he's been absolutely sensational. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this kid's about. Hopefully, Benford. See, I don't know what's up with me tonight, mate. Do you know what it is, right? I was cleaning the kitchen earlier on, you know, doing some bits, helping our Les out. See, I don't know what's going on. And my back's gone. I can hardly move, Oscar, right? I'm not mobile at all. So I think that's affecting my voice. So if people see me wince like this, my back's done. My back's gone in. I'm fuming. But that's a little bit off. Here we go. Look, here's from a Leicester fan, Josh O'Neill. Leicester fan here, jumping on your channel to see what you lot are saying. Fofana is an absolute beast. City will win 3-1. And then 4 Foxes. Yeah, we were just singing the praises of Fofana there. We've heard a lot about him. Let's see what he's about. He'll be under a lot of pressure tonight from the Leeds United press. I fully expect that. You know, you mentioned the back three there that we expect them to employ. They're not as strong as that Wolves back three, are they? You know, especially aerially.
No.
You know, they're not.
There's no Cody in there. There's no like leader for me. I suppose you say Fuchs is a bit of a leader, but I think that Wolves back three, it's just strength, isn't it? Strength, power, Bolly, Cody, Sai's just strength, power, and you know, I just thought from that point of view, yeah, it's probably stronger. You know, in the Wolves perspective, I mean, Leicester, you know, I don't think they play the back three that often. I think they've only kind of employed it last couple of games. And because they did so well against Arsenal, they probably stuck with it, haven't they? But yeah, no, it's not as strong, I don't think. I think on the ball, off the ball, I think it's got weaknesses. I do like Fofana, though, but again, I've only seen him play once, to be fair, against Arsenal, and he was superb, to be fair, in that game. But I will take Locks' word for it and Leicester fans' word for it. You know, he's obviously doing bits for them, you know, if he's getting this kind of praise, so fair play. But I don't think a 19-year-old lad can cover a whole back line for me. I still think, in terms of defending the wide areas, you look at Costa against Fuchs, pace-wise. Fuchs is kind of in his 35, 36. You know, obviously Justin against Harrison. That could be a little bit like Harrison against Cash, again, like Friday night. I think that's the areas where we can hurt them. I think it's going to be one of those games, mate, where I look in midfield and I think Leicester might really match us here. Yeah, I think most games we steamroll teams in midfield, but I look at the technical quality Leicester have. Tielemans, I mean, what a player he is. You know, I think for me, he's a top 6 kind of standard player. I think he is probably.
Well, Leicester will argue they're a top 6 side, Oscar.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, I think Leicester will argue that they're in for a chance in the top 4. You know, I think they genuinely will, because you look at Chelsea, you look at Scum, you look at Tottenham, you know, they're not massively convincing at the minute. You know, even Arsenal, you could argue, haven't been massively convincing either. You know, they'll massively fancy the chances. And they'll look at this today. I don't want to be, you know, putting us down, but if they only draw this today, from a Leicester fans' point of view, they'll probably be disappointed. But at the same time, they're looking at this and thinking, you know what, Leicester have shown me I've got weaknesses against pacey wingers. You know, Bowen and Antonio absolutely destroyed them. Costa, Harrison, obviously Rafinha not available, but Paveda off the bench. There's a lot of areas where we can hurt them. There's areas where they can hurt us. And I just see it being one of those games where, you know, I think the first goal will be important. You know, I do think it will be important. I think it's one of those games where it's a long road back. You know, if we can see first, I'm looking at it and thinking it's going to be hard for us to build pressure against, you know, Leicester's quality in midfield. And I just think that's probably where Leicester's big strength is. You know, I think obviously Vardy's absolutely superb, but for me, it's the passing to Vardy that moves me a little bit more than Vardy himself, if that makes sense. You know, that little ball over the top that Tielemans plays. I actually am made up to see Maddison only on the bench. Obviously, he could still have a massive impact off the bench, but that's a massive boost to me, that, mate, because I think Leicester's build-up play and the way they play through the thirds is really, really good, to be fair. And it is.
Joe, we forgot to mention it. I mentioned it in my pre-match, and Josh O'Neill's brought it up, obviously a Leicester fan. It's the fact that they've won every away game this season. They've got 4 from 4, obviously. West Brom. I mean, West Brom, fair play. Man City, decent result. And Arsenal, huge result. I think that's due to the way that you set up, you know. and I believe you won away in the Champions League as well. So four wins from 4 away from home, which is no mean feat. If fans are in grounds, maybe that's a different story. I don't know, but it's still decent. It's still decent, and it's something we have to be aware of. And it's, for me, it's due to that counter-attacking style of play. And the thing that worries me, and I've been thinking about it, is he's just. And someone mentioned it earlier on about Vardy. You know, Vardy's cute. He knows what he's doing. He's looking at the weaker of the 2 centre-backs. Even though we play that man marking system, I just see him peeling off onto the shoulder of Cooper, waiting for Tielemans, you know, or for them to nick the ball. Goes into Tielemans, ball over the top. Vardy's in tons of space. He's through on goal. And I think that's what worries me, you know, because when we're talking about space, Oscar, he's going to, if we've got a lot of the ball, which I fully expect us to do, you're talking a full half worth of space. I don't see Leeds United dropping deep, you know? So he could be on that halfway line and have a full half worth of space, and he's beating anybody for a foot race, do you know?
Yeah. He's not going to... Yeah. The thing is with Vardy is he only fights the battles he knows he can win. So if the ball's going in the air, he's not going to try and challenge Robin Koch for the header. He knows he's going to lose it. He's so... The thing with Vardy for me is, I was saying to Jamie on Leicester Fan TV, for me, he's probably one of my favourite strikers in the league. If not, probably one of my favourite strikers in Europe, to be fair, because one of those players that is so intelligent. Just so cute. He knows how to win penalties. Yeah. He knows how to win free kicks. He knows how to run in behind. And he will, that's the thing, mate. He will try and get in that space between Cooper and Koch and get in those areas where he knows he's going to have to make a decision. And for me, it's a big game for Liam Cooper, this. It's a big, big test.
Yeah.
You know, I think both centre-backs will have to be at their absolute best. And even that might not be enough, you know. And obviously Barnes, similar kind of player, you know, really big threat on the counter.
He could easily... I suppose Barnes could easily come in and they could be a 2. Do you know what I mean? Them
100%.
The front 2. I mean, and we know all about Harvey Barnes, don't we?
Oh,
we
yeah.
know,
I mean, that West Brom game.
All about Harvey Barnes. Yeah.
I mean, they did a little bit of that against Arsenal. We kind of had, you know, Vardy only came on in that game, but they really kind of caused problems because Vardy was coming in from one side, Barnes was coming in from the other, and no one really knew who to mark who. And just creates confusion. It's a real good variety Leicester have. You know, they have really good technical players like Tielemans, Maddison, and then they've got just pure pace, haven't they? You know, in terms of the attacking position. So they are a really difficult team to stop creating chances.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You know, it's probably in terms of, for me, and this might sound controversial, I'm more worried facing someone like Barnes and Vardy than probably 90% of the league, to be fair. You know, I think it's a massive threat, those two. And if we can come out of this game with something or just another positive performance and do well defensively, I think it's a massive confidence boost for the whole season. And we don't really need more of a confidence boost, but it will be absolutely massive for us. You know, it will show that the sky is the limit for this Leeds team.
Look at this, Frankie obviously fuming. That we keep mentioning Jamie Vardy, but listen, mate, he's a massive threat. He's their main goal threat. He was the Golden Boot winner last season in the Premier League. You've got to put respect on his name. 100%. And if goals are going to come from anywhere, they're going to come from Jamie Vardy, Frankie, and that's why we're speaking about him. But let's talk a little bit about Leeds United now, because it is Leeds United, and we are going to win the game.
The proper team.
Yeah, the proper team. Who do you see shining today? How can we get joy, mate? Where does it come from? Who gets the goals?
I think Jackie Harrison's the big threat for us today. I think it's the big one. I think. Yeah, I just think. I think Albrighton. Yeah, I think Albrighton's a good pro. Has he got the legs to keep up with Harrison? You know, especially on the counter attack when Harrison's just going bombing down the wing. And I just think Harrison was so good against Villa. I know we missed a few. We did miss some chances against Villa. You know, I think on another day, Harrison easily gets 3 or 4 assists in that game. You know, some of the balls he was putting into the box, you know, in the air, on the ground, and he was just such a massive threat. And I did really like, you know, what Harrison was doing. And I think Costa's one I want to see a little bit more of. But albeit very good work for the 3rd goal on Friday night. He was having a pretty poor game up to that point. But to be fair, hopefully he gets a bit more confidence out of that one. I think it's a bit of a boost for Costa not having Rafinha there to an extent, breathing down his neck. Or you could say maybe he does need that, you know, kick up the backside to an extent as well, having that pressure. But yeah, I see it as a big game for those two out wide. I think that's where we can really hurt Leicester. I think Leicester lack pace in that back three. Fuchs especially. 35, 36 coming against two really, really pacey wingers. And obviously Paddy Bamford. We've got to talk about Paddy Bamford.
The guy's in form. He's actually got more goals than Jamie Vardy. He's on more than Jamie Vardy.
That's the thing. It's the and the thing is, it's all from open play as well. Jamie Vardy scores penalties. Paddy doesn't even take penalties for us. So you've got to say from that point of view, unbelievable work, Paddy Bamford. To score that many goals without penalties and set pieces and that, but it's some going. And I expect, to be honest with you, mate, if I had to put a prediction on it now, I think both strikers will score today. It's just a case of. It's almost. I wouldn't say it's a shootout because there's so many good players on the pitch. You can't really put it down just to one or two. But I'd say I do expect whoever's more clinical on the day to come out on top here. But the confidence our lads are playing with, the amount of chances Harrison's creating this season, it must be up there with the most in the league.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's just a really, really finely balanced game, and you could almost say as well that both teams are missing their big powerhouses in midfield. We're missing KP. They're missing Ndidi, and it's a big loss. But for the game itself, it makes it so much more open because you haven't got a midfield destroyer on either team trying to break up the game, and that's what's going to make it a really good game. It's just going to be just free flowing for me from the first minute to the 90th minute, to be honest.
Definitely, mate. I agree. We've got over 400 people watching as well. So if you could please smash a like on the stream, guys, share, subscribe. The more likes you smash, the more people we get involved, and more people can join us in the chat. So make sure you smash a like for us. If you're watching on Twitter, please drop a retweet. And remember, guys, this video is sponsored by Old School Leeds. Their link is in the description. You will get 10% off if you use the code ALLLEEDS, all capital letters. You'll also get 10% off the sale items. So make sure you check them out. Lovely t-shirts, as you can see.
Absolute beauties, mate. Absolute beauties.
Oscar's hairy arm there. Oscar's werewolf arms there, modelling the top.
Joe's gone retro. I've gone modern, but I've also gone the werewolf arms.
Let's get some score predictions, Oscar. Let's get some score predictions, guys. In the comments.
Guys,
we've got a couple of minutes. Get your score predictions in. What's yours, mate? What's yours, Oscar?
I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to be honest here. I think we could even win it. To be honest, I just think it's so many goal threats in this game for both teams. I think it'll be. Vardy and Barnes for them, Paddy and Jackie Harrison for us, I think.
Right, Gail Dale agrees with you, mate. We've had 3-1 from the Leicester fan, Joe O'Neill. We've got 3-2 from Frankie. Summoner says 100 trillions to 0. I'll take that all day long. Glenanne Folsom says 3-1. Mr. Maker says, come on, Celtic, you're on the wrong stream, mate. Russ, friend of the channel, 2-1. Thanks, Russ. We've got 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 as well. I was thinking 2-0, but I just can't see Jamie Vardy being kept quiet. So for that, I'm going to say 2-1 Leeds United win. As per, we've got Stringer Beads Leeds saying 1-0 late goal Bamford. We'll take that all day. Someone said, Rodrigo, is he playing now? No, he's isolating. He is isolating. 2-2 says someone.
You've got to remember, though, Leicester, this isn't Villa we're playing. At the end of the day, Villa are just massively false position. I look at Leicester and where they are in the table. They're a good team, mate. They're a good team, and if anyone's going to break that top four, they'd probably be the favourites to do it. But it's a good look, mate. If we get something from this game, it's a brilliant result for us. We're going into that Palace game with all of a sudden, a really, really good start to the season. We're in the top half of the table comfortably, and that's the thing. It's one of those games, mate. But do you want to try and sync up?
Yes, we can. I think they're now doing the minutes silence. Nobby Styles passed away previously. Where are you in the stream?
Well,
mate?
I'm just looking at the Leicester team, so I'm just on to Pratt, Vardy, Barnes.
You're miles away.
I know. Oh, damn.
Yeah, absolutely miles away. Just bear with us 1 second. I'll find somewhere where we.
Guys.
It's all right. We've just got to sync up the streams. Oscar's watching on Sky Go. I'm on the set top box. So we just have to sync them up, make sure we're on the.
Okay, I'm now seeing Nobby on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you're miles away. I'll wait till after this minute's silence is done, and then we'll get. Oh, love that. Thanks for watching, though, mate. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, as per. Backyard TV. Yes, my man says, personally not impressed with the little wave seen off Pablo so far. Rodrigo will be missed. We need Harrison and Costa to be at their best. 2-0 Leeds. Take that. We do, mate. You're right. We need wingers to be at their best because I think that's where we'll get a lot of joy, especially up against the likes of Albrighton and stuff. He's not a natural, right wing back, is he? So I think Jack Harrison could... I think Jack Harrison could get joy. Just going to crack a beer open, goal boys, but today's the day reality hits you. We shall see. Come back towards the end of the game. Rich Bevis says 2-1 Leeds. Here we go. Right, I'm going to try find somewhere where we can pause. We'll wait for them to be taking the knee, mate. What I'll do is when the guys take the knee. I'll pause it when they take the knee, guys. If you want to sync up with us, then pause it when the guys take the knee. Turn notifications off on your phone because you don't want to be knowing the score before it comes up. There we go. Let's have a look. Backyard made a good press though. The little bits we've seen of Pablo, he hasn't been fantastic this season. But then again, we have only played a couple of games. He did look a little bit off the pace for me against Liverpool, but everyone's going to struggle against that Liverpool side, man. Just frenetic pace all the time.
That's probably the game Pablo struggled in. He's going to struggle in any. I think in a game where you're playing against a flop team, they know you're going to target someone like Pablo, being 35, 36, and he's going to be the easy target, isn't he? In terms of not being able to match kind of people 10 years younger. But I think this kind of game probably suits him a bit more. Trying to find that space in the back three where we can kind of exploit them a little bit and try and exploit Albrighton and Thomas as the wing backs. Because as you say, it's not just a case of Albrighton's not only a natural wing back, Luke Thomas isn't a natural wing back either. It's it's George Thomas or Luke Thomas. It's one of the two. Whoever it is, Thomas is a winger anyway. He's not a wing back. So interesting one for me, that, mate. I think it's something we was definitely to target from both wingers today. I really want to see both wingers getting 1v1 and just having a go. Just having a go, getting the foot head down and just running at them. And we'll create problems with that. And they're just taking the knee now.
Okay, let's press pause and let's go. Tielemans and Pratt, up close.
Now. Just kicked off.
Nice. Luke Thomas says Josh O'Neill. Here we go. Kick-off time, guys. And Costa has picked it up against Harvey Barnes. Cock to Cooper. Nice to see Captain Cooper back in the side.
You need the leader, don't you? Against Jamie Vardy, you want a leader in that back line. Who can just guide us. And that's interesting little ball, that. But it's just been cut out by Albrighton. It's gone straight out of play. It's not actually. Oh, it has.
No, it hasn't. Oh, yeah, it has. You're slightly ahead of me. I can't be having that. After I've waited for you all this time.
I'm on 41.
Okay. It's gone out of play now, yeah?
Yeah, just gone out of play.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Patrick Bamford, 6 goals in previous 6 Premier League appearances this season. He's going to end the season with 38 goals, 1 a game. I'm telling you. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Keep playing them deeper all day. I wonder how we'll do over 90 minutes,
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously against Villa, it was only kind of that after Stewart came off, we kind of changed shape a little bit, didn't we? And it'll be interesting, seeing how they both do. And you see Shackleton there as well. He's staying in close proximity, isn't he, really? He's just giving him that support all the time. And obviously Pab's dropping in as well. So as long as he's got a bit of support around him, then I feel comfortable about it.
Done well there.
He's done
inside
really well.
To Costa 3 bodies around him, digs it out. Harrison, Bamford. Oh, he's straight in.
He's got to score. You've got to score that, right?
Definitely got to score there, Paddy Bamford. This is the frustrating thing. He's 3-4 yards out, and he gives it straight to. It's a lovely cushioned header from Harrison.
And this off Harrison's good as well. And then just didn't get the contact. Oh no! What's happened? What's happened?
Harvey Barnes. It's gone straight down the other end of Leicester have scored. Counter. There you go. I don't know what's happened there, but obviously the counter. Yeah, we've obviously missed it, but we've just had a chance there. Bamford's missed from 3-4 yards out. I don't know what's happened here. Look, counter attack, not setting up.
Confusing.
Christian Fuchs. Fuchs sends it long and away. Up. Oh, it's bad. Koch tried to play it back to Melier. Vardy nicks in. See, this is the danger. Look at the space, you know. Koch tried to nick it back and he's passed it into Vardy.
It's not the weather for it, is either. You know, it's not, the ball's just not going to run. That's the thing. Maybe on a normal day, that probably just gets straight back to the keeper, but it's not enough weight on it. It's really good off Vardy, to be fair. You know, it's just frustrating. You just can't give chances like that away. That's
a poor start. You know, that's a nightmare because Bamford's had a chance. You know, he should score, and he's hit it straight down Schmeichel's pipe, and then one counter and they're away. I know it's an error from Koch, but it just shows you the danger, right? It was well done from Jamie Vardy. It's a nice ping out to the left of Jack Harrison up against Albrighton, though. A good tackle. What minute are you on, Oscar? I feel you might be slightly behind me.
Am I behind now? I am on 3:32, 33.
Yeah. Okay. Throw in from Stuart Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Should be back in.
Yeah.
Just going to update your ticker.
Oh, it's not nice having to update the ticker so early, is it, my friend?
No, it's not. But the only thing is, conceding early, it's better than conceding in the last minute, isn't it? You've still got time to bring this back. We've just had a really good chance, haven't we, before that. And, mate, it's the way it goes in this league, isn't it? At the end of the day, that goes in from Paddy Bamford. All of a sudden, we're talking about a brilliant start. And it's just the margins. The margins against teams like this can go against you.
Exactly. That's the thing.
And it's just frustrating. It's a great move for our forwards, and then we kind of gifted them the goal. That's the
you know what? It was really nice to see as well. It was nice to see the cushioned header from Harrison, into Bamford. 100%. Yeah, Click. There's the ball.
Play. It's cut out by Fuchs, but it's come straight back to Click. Back on the attack.
We'll still see a lot of the ball.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just need to have some periods of, we just settle on the ball and just keep calm, but it's got there.
Go on then, Costa. Corner ball, Leeds United. Like you say, it's happened early, but this is the chance for
calm, mate. The worst thing we can do is really, really open up now and leave ourselves, susceptible to another counter attack. That's the worst thing we can do is really open up now. We've just got to keep calm. Have a good 15, 20 minutes, build a bit of pressure, start to create a few more chances, and just keep calm. That's the main thing you can do.
It's come out to Jamie Shack. Oh, it's offside. That's frustrating, isn't it?
The way the goal happened was just bizarre, really.
Because the sky coverage didn't show it, did it? The sky coverage didn't show it until it was in the back of the net. It
wasn't great coverage at all. It was, it's not really showing the goal well at all, really, there. But never mind. We'll... we're still in this, mate. We're still in this.
Definitely, mate. I agree.
Long ball up off Schmeichel.
It's bounced up. Come on, Cooper. You can't. Well done. Well done. It's so slippy as well, the surface.
It's playing a part. It's definitely playing a part. And, on that goal, it's played a massive part. I'm not going to make excuses for it. It's the way it goes. You've got to play this to the conditions, but it's definitely playing a part. It's good cushion head a lot of Paddy Bamford. It's going to stay in.
Yeah, Ayling. Oh, that's nice. Pablo Hernandez. Out to Ayling. Ayling whip. That's gone straight out of play.
It's not great.
Straight out of play.
Better play.
I do think we can get joy down the fullbacks. Like you said, they're not natural fullbacks. It's somewhere we can get joy. The ball's into the box. We've seen already Harrison cushioning. It's not the same as that Wolves where we've just got man mountains in there. So we will get chances in this game. Just got to be clinical, Oscar.
Yeah, I mean, you've already seen early goals here. Costa's got Thomas twice. He's got one ball into the box. He's got a corner out the other. Harrison's had that cushion there. We're definitely going to get some joy today out of that. That's something we've got to remember. I think Robin Koch is important. He reacts well to that error. He's shown great mental strength in the last couple of games. Liverpool and Fulham, when he made mistakes. Well done, Meslier. That's strong. Touch there, and that's really good goalkeeping. Really good keeping.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's strong, you know. He's brave. He's brave. But look, it's one route, though, bro. One route. There you go.
It's our man, Robin Koch, just
getting a little bit too high. Meslier has done ever so well, you know.
Just Barnes here. Brave. And to be fair, Luke Ayling, to be fair, gets across and just stops the shot. You know, he just makes the Barnes just stop for that split second. He overruns it, and it's decent defending at the end of the day. You know, covered it quite well there, but it's too easy how that kind of happens.
It's a bit of an error there from Koch, though, right? Who comes out to meet the ball.
Charge that position, and it's another chance. The line just need to tighten up a little bit at the back.
Here we go. Go on then, Luke. Then there you go, Pablo.
We've got a chance here, have we? No. Not across there. Again, I think it's Mendy put a straight out play. Doesn't like looks like our throw, that, to be fair. But what 8 minutes this has been, though, mate? It's been pretty end-to-end, hasn't it?
Yeah. And I think it'll continue in that vein 100%.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget, against City, you know, City had a few big chances early doors, like Leicester had here, and we came back into it. Just needs, all we need is just 10, 15 minutes or so, just staying on the ball, working the ball into good areas, and that's a bit forced out of Ayling for me. I don't think he needs to do that. It's just a needless giveaway. Good pressing off us though. Forced them to play long. But
there's the one ball.
One person.
Miscommunication, man.
Someone's got to command that. You know, Coop's the leader of the back four, should be commanding that for me.
And this is what I'm saying about that space for Vardy. It's one route, ball over the top. He's got space, and they're at 6s and 7s. They're a bit
playing very direct, aren't they, Leicester? They're not trying to play through us at all. They are playing a bit more like they did against Arsenal. They're sitting in a little bit, and got to calm down in that back four. That back four and keeper just needs to calm down a bit.
Yeah, it feels a little bit. Yeah,
I think maybe the man of the goal. The man of the goals probably hit them a little bit as well. You know, it's the way it kind of happened.
Well done,
that's nice though.
There we go. I think he's won a free kick. He has.
Come
on then, Leeds United. Robin Koch picking it up. We are going to come under the cosh in this game, though. That's the thing, isn't it, Oscar? You know.
Yeah, I mean the quality they've got. You know, we've got to remember that. You know, they have got international level footballers on this pitch. They're not far off being a top 4 team, so we've just got to, stay calm. And they have got weaknesses, though. You know, let's not forget they have got, and we're trying to target it now again on that left-hand side. Just giving it away again there.
Yeah.
I mean, look how slippy it is. You know, just seeing Shaq that looks stumble there, but he's recovered well there, Shaq's.
Yeah.
Just going to force another long ball here. Paddy's coming over on the pressures.
It's very rare you see someone the same size as Jamie Shackleton on a football pitch. So him and Mendy are
strange. It is strange. Aren't they? It's and Pablo, to be fair, as well. You know, it's a strange one.
I mean, look at Mendy full of running, just trying to get that ball, and Shackleton's following everywhere. Go on, Jamie.
Yeah, I mean, but there's not much power in either midfield, is there, really? You know, look at Tielemans as well. It's more technique over pure. I mean, scum Arsenal game yesterday, it was more kind of power, wasn't it? This game, it's just technique, but we've lost the ball in the bad area there.
Yeah.
Vardy is always getting onto them, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Any loose balls like that. Shot from Barnes, good save. Good save.
Good save. Leicester, very dangerous, guys. Yeah, it's very dangerous at the minute. Could this be one of them games where we get in for a few, Oscar? Could well be the case.
I don't know, mate. You look at what Leicester have got, I think they can beat anyone on the day. Yeah. So, you know, it's a good effort. It's a really, really good save. Especially in these kind of conditions. The ball's a bit slippy. It's got a good hand on that. But yeah, no, I know what you mean, mate. We just need to get through this. I don't think Leicester can maintain this for 90. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Dallas looks in pain, which isn't great.
Tackle, wasn't it? Another corner ball. Don't like that.
Pratt.
Out.
Come on, Leeds. No foul. No foul. Oh, well done, Jamie Shaq.
Jamie Shaq. You just stop the cross. Stop the cross. No, stop. Well done. Well done. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet.
Robin Koch. Header.
In again.
There we go. Let it go.
Okay. There we go. We just need to ride this. It's a bit like City this week. We're making a couple of mistakes. They're coming out, playing very direct. To be fair, they're getting that ball to Vardy. Vardy's, really start this game brightly, and Barnes has as well. To be fair, we just need to get through this and just keep the ball, for 5 or so minutes and build a bit of momentum.
Yeah, they've got some good shape on them, Leicester, though, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you look at this now; they're all working together at the back, and that's
a nice ball in from Ayling.
It's got there. It's got there.
He tries to wrap his foot around. It's a dangerous ball in, you know. It's a dangerous ball in.
Yeah. You just wonder if Rodrigo being there, was Rodrigo making that second run, if you know what I mean, that maybe Pablo wouldn't make. And yeah, I think Pablo and Paddy needs to just be laying that back off to Costa. But look, he's a man in form. He wants goals, and
of course,
his confidence is there, isn't it? I mean, he'll be disappointed that one he's missed, but
definitely.
He said before, when he misses one, he always feels like the second one's going to go in. That's what you need from a striker. And the chances are, mate, Paddy's going to get another big chance in this game. So I'm not too nervous here, mate. I do still feel confident we're going to get back into this.
Yeah, definitely.
Good chasing that. I mean, we look up for it, mate. We're pressing. Just maybe the quality's just been a bit lacking from us so far. But that's a dangerous ball that for Leicester, and we might be able to win the ball back here. They don't look comfortable doing this at all.
Fofana with the ball.
Not going to lose it.
Paddy Bamford. Yeah, well done.
It was coming though, mate. They did not look natural at doing that at all, did they?
Well done, Helder Costa. Some nice footwork. He hasn't lost it. That's brilliant.
Done really well.
Brilliant, Helder Costa. Now it's got to go out. Yeah, Harrison. One touch in Pablo. Pablo.
You can't. That's where you invite the counter, though.
Yeah,
all the way
here.
Barnes. You've got to fancy Barnes to win that, but Cox's done well getting across there. You don't
that's
want
what I mean.
to
We've got to make certain there, haven't we? We've got to make certain because we can be away, you know.
That's a bad place to give it away from Pablo there, on the halfway line. And you just don't want to be in a foot race with Barnes and Vardy. I don't think any of our players are winning foot races with them. So you just got to make sure you're not letting them play to the strengths, and look at that again. Fuchs has gone straight into Barnes there, but we've got it back, luckily.
But that's what you're right, mate. It's get that ball, look for Vardy and Barnes. That's literally what the plan is,
Good ball at Failing. It's a bit risky off Failing, but it's got there, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Jack's just got on the ball here. So going to Click. Click's pushing up a little bit here. Look for a cross in. It's an interesting one. It's a good ball, that.
He slipped.
Oh, Luke, unlucky. Just needs to get back up, though. Barnes is going to make that run now in behind Ayling.
Yeah.
But Cox got across well there. It's going to still make it. That's the thing. I mean, Vardy and Barnes already have made 4 or 5 really dangerous runs.
Press. Well done.
Every time they get on the ball, you just sort of see the corner of the eye. Barnes is making a run that way. Vardy's making a run the other way. They're relentless. They are just pure kind of goal scorers. They want goals all the time. They live and breathe to score goals as Leicester teams, to be fair. And it's difficult to stop, and we've just got to make sure we're not giving the ball away in stupid areas. And we've won it back there, though.
Go on, Harrison.
Don't lose it there. Don't lose it there. Just no loose passes. That's the thing, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So
very like City, though, isn't it? The first 15 minutes of this, it's just had a decent chance, and then we kind of just struggles since that, and they've scored quite early doors. But
yeah.
I
think that's the frustrating thing, Oscar. He's obviously we've had a gilt-edged chance. Should score either side of Schmeichel, and it's 1-0. And then they go
a bit more power. It probably beat Schmeichel.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Yeah. I think Paddy just it just goes off the top of Paddy's head, doesn't it? It's not. I think Paddy can connect with it a bit better. It's just one of those things. I mean, it's come at him so quick as well. It's maybe Paddy in form, he expected to really work the keeper there, but we'll get another.
I tell you what, if I'm Leicester and Brendan Rodgers, I'm saying to Kasper Schmeichel, don't be fucking about with it at the back, mate, because he doesn't look great on it at all with the ball at his feet.
That's the thing I was saying before we came on there. I look at that back three. I just don't think it's good on the ball at all. And they've got a little run here off Harrison. Hopefully, he's gonna.
Oh, nice!
Nice little bit of football here on the edge. Pablo's gone for one. Then Pablo's just forcing it a bit. If you think, mate.
Yeah.
Pablo's forcing it a bit too much. He needs to be a bit more patient. A bit more probing. Let's move the ball around a bit more. Let's not try and just launch it forward. Let's just stay patient, because if you launch it forward and lose it, you invite Leicester's biggest threat, don't you?
Yeah.
That's nice. It's a nice bit of football. It's just a bit over complex off tracks.
But they look ball. All they're doing is just smashing it long, looking for Vardy away. So we need to.
They're like a sexy Burnley, aren't they? Wooden Barnes.
Oh, nice, Pablo. He's inside now. No, that's two now. That's either the 2 or 3 that he's given away. Well done,
he's done well there. Shuey Dowse has just recovered really well.
That's a good ball.
He forced it a bit much, but no, it's all right. No, it's not. I can see what he's trying to do, mate, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we just need to just stay patient, and it's still only 15 minutes into this, or 17 or whatever it is.
It's not been a great start from Pablo there, though. That's 2 wayward passes that he's given away. No, definitely, mate. It's I think Pablo is playing a bit higher than what he normally would, but he's just got to stay disciplined. Not. We don't want to repeat himself too much, but this is sometimes what Pablo can do from time to time. But it's a cheap one off Click as well. I think if I'm Bielsa, you're just saying just keep the ball. Just don't force it. We don't need to at this minute. Maybe 20 minutes to go or something. We might need to be a bit more direct, but there's enough here, mate, to tell me that we can play through Leicester. Especially in those wide areas. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree with that statement, mate. And if we have a Rodrigo, it's ideal for them.
He's a loss, isn't he? You look at Rodrigo's performance against Villa. I honestly don't think many people in the squad would be capable of such a real. That's a great ball off Click, to be fair.
Like you say, they are in shape, but you can see the opportunity for us to play through the lines. Look, there again, we're in.
The space between Albrighton and Justin is huge at times.
What's he done there, Click?
He's done well there. To get across.
What's Click done?
Got a bit lucky.
I don't know why he's headed it back there. I think he's tried to be too cute and he's almost let Vardy in.
He looks a threat, doesn't he, Vardy, to be fair?
We said so. We said this.
Took a heavy touch there.
Luke Ayling then. Back to Click.
No, Click. It's telegraphed. Oh, it's 2-on-2. It's a 2-on-2. Coops needs it. Oh, Coops has dived in. And it's a foul.
No free kick. I'm surprised, I'm surprised there's no free kick there.
That was.
Yeah.
Unless he must have dived. It's either that or he took a dive. It's
So you've given it a ball away in sloppy areas. That's a forced pass again from
Ayling. It's a good run that on the right hand side. Needs to track that one on the right. They have done, to be fair. But again, it's a cheap giveaway, isn't it, mate? You don't mind if Leicester play through you because they've got so much quality in that team. But when it's us gifting them, it's where it gets frustrating. We just press them here. We can. That's it. That's Shat. Tielemans on the ball. It's a good ball. That, to be fair, out onto the right hand side. Decent ball back. A bit too easy, isn't it? It's a bit too much space.
Definitely. Mendy, Fofana.
There's 3 people going for one ball there.
Come on, then use it now. Fofana's headed it as far as Harrison.
So that's back.
Come on,
Albrighton. Balling off Albrighton. Oh, Vardy's got a cross. It's a great save. The great save. Mesle can't do much more than that, mate. He's made some saves already in this game. And it's a really disappointing start, this, mate. Tielemans there.
You're right. They're all
Tielemans is alive to it, and no one's really tracking him.
No.
I mean, for Kopp to lose the header as well against Vardy, really disappointing.
I mean, we've given away the ball cheaply here, There's the really ball away cheaply. It's all Brighton, dangerous delivery. But
too easy.
Vardy's all, Is there
who's picking up?
Possibly Jamie Vardy around the neck of Cock.
Click's completely lost Tielemans as well. It's a catalogue of mistakes, really, from us, to be fair. It's a disappointing goal to give away. And it's unlucky as well. It's back in his face. I think the biggest crime is, though, to be honest, is Click not following Tielemans into the box, to be honest, mate. You see, just as the ball comes in, Click kind of leaves him, and it's a disappointing one, that, mate, to give away. And it's an uphill battle now, let's just say.
Yeah, definitely,
let's keep perspective. Look, Leicester are a good team. It's not panic too much. Just need to make sure we don't embarrass ourselves here.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, though. We said with the style of play we adopt, there is going to be games where this could happen. But look, we're only 22 minutes in. We've been in worse situations than what we are now. So, like Frankie said, it ain't over, man. It ain't over. Believe that.
No, not at all. I think we've got goals in us. We have got goals in us, and it's just been uncharacteristic, hasn't it, for us so far? It's mistakes rather than Leicester quality. And I don't think that's a great Leicester goal. I'm not being salty, but I'm just saying it's great movement of Vardy and Tielemans, but it's not a classic Leicester goal, is it? That's kind of a bit of a scrappy one from our point of view to give away. We're just not starting this well enough, mate. If we're being honest,
right.
We're just
giving away
races here.
That's probably forced again.
Unfortunate. It's picked up here. It's a good ball. It's a good. I can see what he's trying to do. To be fair,
for me, the midfield just doesn't have the same cohesion though as well. With the playing a little bit deeper, I don't know what you think.
Well, you've got Rodrigo not in there as well, a real wizard there. In kind of like in between the lines, and we just lack a little bit there, don't we? So far in this game. I've got to say, I think defensively we're being a bit rash as well. But we've just got. It's the Premier League, isn't it, mate? If you're not 100% at it, you're going to get punished, unfortunately. And unfortunately, Leicester have been clinical, and they do deserve it. I'm not going to be salty. Leicester do probably deserve to be ahead. They've got the game plan pretty much spot on so far. It's just playing it. It's pretty simple. They are just playing it straight into Vardy and Barnes, but it's so dangerous, isn't it? And Tielemans is making the late runs.
I think it is as well.
Too much again. It's too much.
I think it's not. Look, when you have the dangers that they do in Barnes and Vardy, we're set up we're the perfect team for them to face, if that makes sense, in terms of the high line that we play, the amount of bodies that we push forward. As soon as they nick that ball, all they need to do is look for Vardy, Fuchs has played a long ball over for the first one. It's bang on,
It's one of them. It's almost like, if in doubt, just hit it long into Vardy. Give him a foot race because he'll win it. If he doesn't win it, he'll press them to win it back. And it is simple, but sometimes in football, the simple things are the best things. The simple things are the things that get you results sometimes. And I'm not dismissing Leicester playing some decent stuff tonight, but they are going long as well, and they've got good variety to them. That shouldn't get there. That should not get into Vardy's feet. That we should be cutting that out. Really, it's not a great ball off Fuchs, and we're just not quite at it tonight at the minute, mate. I don't know. Just don't seem to be at a good intensity at all. And considering Leicester played European football as well in the week,
this is shocking. All Brighton. Oh God! It nearly went in his own net there. Yeah,
this day's been superb for me though so far. He's made that. He's got to Barnes' feet. He's made that good save off Barnes. Again, just not. I expected, to be honest, mate. I think at this rate, I think we're going to see change at half time. To be honest, I think Bielsa won't really be putting up with this much longer. I know these lads have done amazing things this season, but Bielsa's standards are so high. There's no way he's not going to make a change here at half time. I don't think.
No. It's not been the best start, let's be honest. It's not been the best 25 minutes worth of football for us to watch from a Leeds United perspective. He's won himself a cheap one there for me, Vardy. But that's what he does, man. He's a pro.
He seems a little bit, since that first goal, it just seems a little bit, what's the best word for it? I don't really know what the best word for it is, to be fair. But he's just not recovered from that first goal, to be honest. He's just been a little bit rash today. But very uncharacteristic for him today so far. But look, you're playing against a world-class centre forward, aren't you? It's difficult, but you just got to stop doing things like this. Keep free kicking, you're inviting more trouble, aren't you? Well, Brighton on it to swing it straight to keep.
No one's attacking that. Do you know what? It's a decent delivery.
You
know what I mean? We can't seem to get it out, mate. We can't string 5 passes together.
Stu is really struggling on that side. I'm not sure if he's still carrying the injury, but just doesn't seem to be at it here at all. Very unlike Stewie Dallas. It's not a great decision off Meslier, to be fair, either. To be honest, it's overthrown, but yeah, another cross Coops.
Come on,
got to win that.
Do you know what? I think the fucking frustrating thing for me is, Oscar, we should have been 1-0 up.
Yeah, mate, that's the thing. It changed the whole game, you know. If we score first, all of a sudden Leicester are thinking, it does. Goals change games. You know, it's a cliche, but they really do. You know, if that goal goes in, obviously we're celebrating and not having to chase back, are we? Mad game, football. Absolutely mad.
Can't. Fair play by Leicester. We can't string 5 passes together.
You can't pick the ball up there. You can't crack bringing the ball up there. Shot coming in off Barnes. It's another ball coming in. We need to stop the cross. What is going on here?
All over shot.
What is going on there? It's so 2 or 3 times.
It's really affected us. Fuchs, good delivery, left foot.
Look how much time Fuchs has got here.
No. It's good.
It's too easy. Who's following Mendy?
Press.
What is happening to us here, mate? I just don't. We look knackered.
Come on, there's Fuchs, long ball. Something for Barnes to run onto.
Nice and simple. That's it. Into Costa.
That's what I mean. We need a string. There's 3. Let's get 5 passes. Not
that's
together.
The thing. It's just do the basics. For the next sort of 5-10 minutes, and
we just keep losing it all the time. Trying to force the issue.
No one's recovering positions or anything, or tracking back. And look, that's too easy.
No foul. So if he's falling over, then fucking book him.
Well, that's twice though. If we're saying it's not a foul, then you got to book him. I mean, look at that. How much of the ball we've had, but Leicester have just been so clever with that 34% of the ball. Sometimes possession stats can be a bit misleading. Leicester have done so much with when they've been on it, haven't they? Really?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I fully expected Leeds to have the majority of possession in the game, even though we've had that majority of possession. It doesn't feel like we have. Normally, it feels like we've got a lot of the ball.
It's not been very settled, has it? We've not been like stringing pass after pass together. Even now we've had the ball for 30 seconds, but we've not really
penetrated.
We don't look great on it, do we? At the minute, it's just a bit uncharacteristic of us, isn't it? So far,
see, you should be wise to that, Pablo. Here we go again. Here, Cock, you've got to go there. There was the opportunity to make the challenge, surely.
Oh, you can't be so standoffish.
Come on, Luke Ayling.
Do you think maybe there's been? Do you think maybe the back 4, everyone's kind of moved position? Ayling's gone back to right back, Dallas back to left back. I think that might have disrupted things a little bit as well. I mean, I know it's only one change, but it's almost like 3 changes at once, if you know what I mean, in terms of everyone's going into different positions. I mean,
I don't know if I buy that, Oscar. No, I don't know, because they've played this same fucking back line for ages. Well, I say that. Koch's just in. No, I don't see that. We're just all over the shop.
It's one of those games where you just want an out-and-out Calvin, don't you? Really just to sort things out. No second balls and that, because we lost every second ball, haven't we, in that middle of the park? I mean, Tielemans is just picking up everything, in and around. That's nice.
You can't make that pass.
It's just one of those days at the minute, isn't it? Every kind of time we try and...
Come on, Luke,
we look like we're
come on now, Leeds United, get hold of the ball.
Losing momentum.
Yeah. Luke Ayling, no one's showing really. Click. Into Pablo. Pablo, right past this time. Nice. Penalty? No.
I'll tell you what.
It's offside. It's offside.
He did dive in, though, there, Justin.
Yeah.
Fafana, sorry. It was Fafana. He dived in there, though. I don't know if it was a penalty, but, he did...
He's miles off.
Shaq's got time to run better than that. In fact, to be fair, it's not even a foul. To be fair, he's done well there for Fafana. It's hard to say what to do at this minute. It's sometimes it's just quality, isn't it? It's easy to be critical of what we're doing, but you look at what Leicester have got on that pitch compared to us. It is hard sometimes. But he's alive to that Vardy, isn't he? Looks like Cox has caught him there, though.
Fafana with it at the back.
But I still stand by the fact, mate. I don't think they're great playing at the back. Yeah, I do still
No,
think
I would agree with you 100%, mate.
We're just not winning. We're not just not winning that ball when it goes in the air. And for me, that's disappointing because Koch against Vardy in the air, we should be winning that. That should be ours all day long. That really.
Come on, Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling back to Koch.
But you just look at that then off Ayling. You know, Ayling very rarely would play it sideways from there. You know, in normal circumstances, he's going forwards at all times in that position with a pass.
Yeah, Pablo to Dallas on the left hand side now. Dallas into Pablo. Pablo,
a bit of
Pablo.
Confidence.
It's
shit high.
I know he's bombed that in there. I don't know if he's aiming for Costa as opposed to Shackleton, but it's poor. He's not had the best start. Honestly, mate, he's not had a great game. Let's be honest, he's not.
We do need to change something here. Let's change something a little bit up here.
Lacking that match sharpness for me, you know.
Yeah.
Played that first game, not seen him since.
It is hard to put your finger on what's happening right now.
Come on, Pablo. Back to Harrison. Harrison playing central now.
Very, very central, isn't he?
Oh, he's through. He's in.
That's better.
They got lucky with the bounce there. That's nice, though.
Though.
Yeah, definitely. Harrison comes central, played a 1-2 with Bamford. The bounce was lucky for Leicester, to be fair. Otherwise, Harrison might have been in. But yeah, it was nice to see that little bit of engine in the centre of the park as opposed to see out on the wing. Cooper, make sure.
That's an easy one, that.
Yeah, Mendy picking it up.
Really easy one, that for Coops, that to be fair.
Fuchs.
This is one of those games as well, mate, where you want the crowd in there, don't you? You know, it's hard. It is hard. It probably doesn't feel like a home game to him at the minute, you know.
No, definitely not.
It's just the way it's kind of going here. But again, I don't like how much time Fuchs has got here on the ball on this left-hand side. I don't know. Someone's got to be pressing him there.
Finding it quite easy to break through it, mate, if I'm being honest. Well done. See, you've got to be certain there, Dallas. This is what I mean. We can't string. Oh, well done, Stuart. Come on now. It's a good tackle by Pratt.
I mean, what's Stu doing over there anyway?
Yeah.
Now, why is that thrown across?
Come on, Leeds, man. Honestly,
we just need time. Yeah. Just make a change. Just try and get ourselves back into it. And, you know, to be fair, Touchwood, Leicester haven't had a chance. It's got the second goal. So, yeah, we just need to calm it down a bit. And so,
yeah. Dallas, give it back to Click. Yeah. Come on now, Click, use it. There we go. Into Koch. Sitting in the shape now, Leicester. There's the ball over. It's missed.
It's just a bit too. When you've got three centre backs in there as well, it's always going to be hard. Just get, it's only Paddy. It's not like we've got Rodrigo on the pitch. It's only going to be Paddy in the box in those situations. Got to be a bit cuter than that for me.
And I think especially when we're playing it across from so deep, when they're in, two banks of four, they can see the ball coming a mile away. You know what I mean?
It's got to be the perfect.
Otherwise the centre backs are mopping it up.
It's got to be absolutely spot on, or David Beckham from that kind of position. It's just getting cleared out of play. But like Wolves, when we started to do this at 1-down, we started to kind of just cross and cross and cross, and we've got to be a little bit cuter. He's done well there, though, Paddy. Oh, he's not.
Come on,
I thought he took the ball there,
press. Come on, Harrison. Brighton's played well. That's a Leeds United front.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's easy for us to be critical, mate, but they've got a lot of quality. Mendy and Tielemans are really good players, aren't they? I mean, Pratt's a good player, and we know all about Barnes and Vardy and what they've done to us in the past. And sometimes it's just the case. The quality difference can show, and maybe it is a little bit today.
Mendy looks decent as well, man. I've been impressed by Mendy. It's Vardy.
It's not a good clearance.
Just to make sure. Should do better with the effort there, Pratt. I think it is. If I'm honest, Vardy and Barnes trying to combine. Click.
That's not a good clearance from Click, though. I don't know what he's trying to do there. really. Just trying to be a bit too clever for me. And
Cooper, Stewie D. Come on now.
No one's making a kind of run though, are they? No
No.
one's kind of you've got Shackleton there between the lines.
Oh, that's nice. That's
better.
nice. That's the pass.
Yes.
He's in. Bamford, you've got to do there, mate. You've got to do better. That first touch is shocking.
What
he was in, man. It should be 2-1. It is, mate. It's great. You know, click into it.
It's a really poor touch.
It's really poor. It's really poor. As soon as he took the touch, Oscar, I knew. Come on, man.
That's better though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, lovely pass. Lovely pass.
We've got to build a bit of confidence from that. I mean, it's straight through the middle there
as well. Oh my God!
Just a clean touch and it's a goal. That.
Oh God!
Because he does get the shot away. He does get the shot away. To be fair, he just gets a better touch. He's got a better angle, and he probably scores that. That should give us confidence, that though, mate. That should give us a bit of confidence. You should
it's a lovely combination from Click into Ayling, and what a ball from Ayling, by the way, into Bamford. Bamford's miles offside, great run. Yeah, left foot as well.
Bit more of that. Just nice little.
Exactly. One before half time would be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? Go on, Harrison, get round Albrighton, my son.
Have a go.
He's done well. He's done well.
Yeah, he's done well
as Albrighton. But that opportunity's give me a new, sense of come on now, Leeds, we can get into this game.
I think it might just give him a bit of a boost. That we can
definitely. Is that Ambola? No, Mendy.
Just sloppy, aren't we? Though
Leicester.
Come on, let's get tighter to him.
He's busy. He looks good, Mendy. I like him.
Good player, but I don't want to. We're making him look like Iniesta at the minute. But that's the thing. That's the only frustration. Where we just need to not show him too much.
Yes, Ayling. Oh, is that free kick? Where? Go on, advantage. Well done, Luke Ayling. Though, try to nick.
Come on, turn, Clicky, turn. That's it.
Nice. Costa, come on now.
He got up deep though, hasn't he, Costa?
Yeah.
Ideally, want him running onto that.
Definitely. 5 minutes left till half time, guys. Leicester lead 2-0.
Play. Like a 1-2 touch, just that's better.
Ball. Ooh. Thomas there. Nearly put it in back of his own net.
Yeah. Bit clumsy that, wasn't it? I don't think he was expecting that to go all the way through, was he? But he didn't know much about that, Thomas,
No, definitely not. Probably no. 5 minutes now left. We've got Pablo Hernandez to send a ball into the box. We need to make it good. I don't expect us to ever score from a corner, mind, if I'm being totally honest. But Robin Koch, would be nice to see him on the end of this.
Ooh, it's interesting. Oh, no, it's not. Just everything we're doing is just a bit...
I just don't see the point, mate, if I'm being totally honest. That was a fucking waste. It's an absolute waste.
It's something, if you try it 0-0, it's like, it's a bit frustrating, but a 2-0, you're like...
Nice. That is nice.
Just put it in the box,
It's great one-touch football, that. Ayling's knocked it out to Shackleton. Shackleton from deep.
Ayling's left foot's been better than his right today.
Ayling's just brilliant, isn't he? Pablo...
Yeah, I think Ayling's been our best outfielder today. I think he's definitely been there.
That's poor from Pablo. Poor.
I'll be honest, I'll probably get hammered in the comments, but for me, I'd probably take Pablo off at half time. I just don't think
it's not a good man. Here's what it is. We all love, and we know what Pablo's done for this football club. But, someone had to go. Someone made a point before. It was Backyard TV, said he hasn't been great in the bits we've seen him, and that's true. And someone was like, you can't say that about Pablo. But you can, and he's not looked great in this. But Pablo's the magic man. It's
not just Pablo, though. I think there's 4 or 5 last poor. Really poor.
Ayling and Koch.
You just don't want Jamie Shackleton and Jamie Vardy in those positions.
Oh, he's done well. Done well. Well got back. Come on. No. Well done, Click. Click can be so cute at times. Oh, I don't know where that ball from Ayling's going.
What are you doing?
Come on, Leeds. He's got right for Fafana. That's brilliant, to be fair.
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. There is quality in this team. As much as it's a bit of both, isn't it? We've done some really daft things, and they just show a lot of quality, haven't they? I mean,
It wasn't even. Is it Fofana? I'm not sure.
Feels like we're watching like Matej Klick's brother and Stuart Downs' brother here tonight. It's very uncharacteristic, and obviously Robbie Cox as well. It's just those three players have been a bit uncharacteristic, haven't they? I guess you could say Pablo as well. And it's hard when you've got 4 or 5 players just not at it. You can't win games at this level.
No.
You know, unless you're playing like Fulham or West Brom. It's just like, you know, it's not. Oh,
it's easy. It's too easy. That too easy. Too easy. Well done, Click. It's not very often we say that, is it, as a Leeds United fan? Let's get to half time.
I can't remember the last time we kind of had this at Ellenborough. It's been like kind of 2 goals. Was it Norwich? 3-1? I can't really remember the last time we kind of been behind at Ellenborough, really.
I think you can't get away from the fact as well. And listen, I know he scored a hat-trick last week, but Bamford's had two gilt-edge opportunities for me, Oscar. You know,
certainly the first one. I think the second one is going to be really disappointed with too. I think the second one,
there's the ball.
You can really get
on Costa, get around him. Oh, he's managed to squeeze it through to Whalen. There's the cut back into Jamie Shack. Pablo Hernandez, you've got to make it count. Go on. Come on, Cock. Beat him to the ball. That's it. Come on now, Click. Back on side, Bamford. Here we go. Pablo. Nice ball. Make it happen, son. The magic man. He's got it. Costa. It's a corner ball.
Corner out of it. I think he might have slightly overcooked it, but it's all right. We've got a corner. Just no stupid short corner.
Yeah, I know.
Please no stupid short corner.
Routine. New training ground routine. Just get it in the mixer. Get that cock on it, Cock. There we go. To no one. That's a waste. Should have tried one of them short ones.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't try that.
He's got to bring him down there, Cooper. He's got to. It's the right thing. Half time, mate. It's probably going to be coming 2-0 Leicester.
It's a rare feeling, very rare feeling, this, isn't it, under Marcelo Bielsa? But yeah, we've said it all season. There is going to be the odd game like this when we don't expect it, and it's what happens, mate. It's just one of those things. We're not out of it. Goal change games. We score one early on in the second half. It changes the whole complexion. It's getting at 2-0 because. Oh no.
Error stricken tonight.
Really poor, isn't it?
Oh, that's
It's not a brilliant clearance, is it?
No.
It's messy. It's messy, but we've just not got out.
And I think it's poor as well. The fact that we're not poor, but it's disappointing we don't have Rafinha to call upon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he'd be ideal. That's again short from Pablo. Oh man, it's frustrating.
Just got to do the basics, Pab. Forget about creating. Just keep the ball for a few minutes and just
Come on, Cock. Then Paddy Bamford's away. He wants Ayling. Pablo Hernandez. Come on, Pablo, the magic man. Oh my fucking god, man!
Oh, it's got through.
He's got a free kick there. Has he won that?
That's a free kick all on that.
I think I'd have preferred him to stay on his feet and try and get a ball in box because we ain't scoring from that angle, bro. Not from a ball in that box. It's just not us. I don't think. I mean, I might be wrong. I might have to eat my words, but it's just like a corner for us. This
can't see it to us, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Click should just go for goal there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, just put his foot through it.
Ronaldinho.
Click. Come on then. Half time. It's going to be half time, isn't it, bro? Let's be honest.
It's a good ball, It's a good ball. It just didn't get the right. I seem to head it sideways, but yeah, HT.
Load of shite, bro. Load of shite. Let's be honest. It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, you can look at it two ways. I mean, but for me, it's just been a combination of us being really, really, really poor, and then showing their quality that they have in that team individually, and ultimately, we've gone in at 2-0, and we could even be further behind. SCA's had to make a couple of good saves in the game, and we just need to wake up a bit. I thoroughly expect, mate, a change to be made at half time here. Thoroughly expect a change coming at half time.
I have to agree with Mark Hurd, very poor first half, far too sloppy all round, but 45 minutes to go, Marcelo will sort something out. I agree with Sam Reardon as well, who says, we seem to have forgotten how to pass, 100%.
Yeah, no,
it hasn't been good.
It's just a strange one. You don't expect to see this from Leeds, do you? Just passing the ball so badly. It's it's not been good at all.
We have. But like Boxing Ultimate Fighter TV says, game's nowhere done. Keep faith. We scored 3 in second half. Love that. Love the optimism, man. Let's do it. Right, Oscar, I'm just going to go for my obligatory smoke break at half time, and I will leave it in your capable hands, my friend. Okay?
No worries, my man. No worries at all.
I'll be with you shortly.
Guys, get your comments in. Get your comments in, guys. Get your comments in. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Old School Leeds in the top right. In the top right there, even. I can't get me. There we go. In the top right there. Just to show you their merchandise as well. Absolutely top class. You see Joe's gone for the retro Billy. I've gone for the more modern Campiones 2019-20, sponsored by them. Absolutely top class. Make sure you check that guys out in the link down below. 10% discount as well, guys, even on the half price stuff as well. Just check them out, guys. They're absolutely top class. Leeds supporting Leeds. And just check them out, guys. Check them out. Absolutely top class. They've supported us all through the season so far. Absolutely top class from them, guys. As Rafay says, why have Leeds forgotten how to pass the ball? It's a frustrating one. I think obviously the conditions as well. It's not ideal, but I'm not going to make excuses for us for that. We've just got to react to that. The ball's not going to run as smoothly as it would in a summer's day, is it? And it's absolutely chucking it down. So, it's disappointing from that point of view. Dino Plumley says, disappointed that Harrison and Costa have not stepped up. The defence is there to be run at and terrorised. Come on, Leeds. I mean, I 100% agree with that. I think especially Harrison, he's not made enough happen for that left-hand side. He was playing against Brighton. He was not a natural wing-back, full-back. And as Julio Sebastian says, Harrison's lost every duel with Brighton. That's absolutely spot on. It's not been good enough from that point of view. It's really disappointing. It's probably the weak part of this Leicester team. This Leicester team's good, though. I'm not going to be absolutely hammer us because we're not losing to a bad team there today. We're losing to a team that's probably going to be in the top 6 or top 7 this season. A team that's in the Europa League at the minute, and let's be honest, almost made the Champions League last season. They're not a poor team, Leicester. I know Maddison's not playing. I know they've got a few injuries, but ultimately you've got Jamie Vardy and Harvey Barnes, and this is what can happen in these games. But the most frustrating part of this is, it's not the fact we're 2-0 down to Leicester. Numerous teams will be 2-0 down to Leicester early doors. It's just the way it goes. It's the fact we gifted them 2 goals, especially the first one. It's a poor judgment, and then the second goal as well. It's a really poor goals given away. Dallas has let the cross in. And it's so frustrating. I mean, Rafay says Hernandez is playing like he's 45. And Pablo just does not look good at all today. Pablo has not been at it at all today. LSB is spot on as well for me. They're frightened to death of the Leicester counter, and I think they are. I think certainly the first goal has kind of really knocked the stuffing out of us to an extent. That first goal went in, and we've just not responded very well since that. We've not responded at all since that. And let's not forget, we have that chance. We don't want to keep going back to it, me and Joe, but we have that chance after a minute in the game. The ball gets headed back across by Harrison. And ultimately, Paddy Bamford had to score that one, really. He has to be looking to put that one in the back of the net. And, obviously, Paddy has another chance after that. But I can't have any complaints, really, guys. We have to respond back to the disappointment. And, I don't know. I just think Leicester look fitter than us tonight as well. I just don't think there's an intensity to our game at all. I think, obviously, as Danny says, Struick. Struick. Vader needs to come on and push Click up. I'd say that's a fair shout. I think it's definitely a fair shout. I think certainly Pavado just wants someone to have a go at that back 3, back 5, whatever you want to call it. it's one of those things. But a lot of you guys are saying about giving Leicester too much credit, but they are a good team. At the end of the day, they are a good team. We are a newly promoted club as well as we have done so far this season. We have to remember that and keep perspective. There's going to be the odd day like this because let's not forget we could be easily 1-up in this game. And it just changed the whole goal. Change games, guys. Goals really do change games. I'm not saying Leicester haven't been miles better than us tonight. They have been better than us tonight. We can all see that. We can all see this Leicester team has been miles better than us so far tonight. But goals change games. It really does. And we just, it's just sometimes the way it goes. And I'd say Perk 859 is spot on. Really, we look nervous, and scared of Leicester to an extent. And we just need to play our game a bit more. And that's the thing, really. And look, I know Paddy's getting a bit of criticism. And I think everyone deserves a bit of criticism for that performance. And I have to agree with this. The game's not over yet. 2-0 can be a dangerous scoreline. If we come out in the second half and play a proper football, because Leicester are there to be got at. Leicester are still there to be got at. The fullback's not convincing. We've had a couple of little chances. Paddy's had a couple of little ones there. A big one, early doors. And they're there to be had to go at Leicester defensively for me. Especially if Sanucci out, Evans out, they're there to be had a go at. And we just need to be a bit more brave, a bit more on the front foot. And it's very rare we say this about Marcelo Bielsa team about needing to be more on the front foot. We just need to be. We just need to forget about what Leicester can do on the counter. It's 2-0 now. The game might be gone. Let's just go for it now. Let's try and fight back. Let's try and get that goal back. Because if we score early goals in the second half, the game changes, the momentum changes. All of a sudden, Leicester will get pressure, and we're back into it. And it's just a bit gutting in this kind of game. It's just the kind of game where you want to have fans in the ground. Fans in the ground of a game like this, because I think sometimes you lose that intensity. You're pressing without fans behind you, roaring you on to press players and put Leicester under a bit of pressure. I think it has kind of massively hindered us tonight. But, it might feel like I'm making excuses, but it's just more, I'm not making any excuse for that performance, that first half. I'm not making any excuse for that. I'm just saying, it's not a case of we've become a bad team in 45 minutes because we haven't become a bad team in 45 minutes. And, it's one of those things. And look, let's not forget, if we carry on like this, Leicester could win this game more easily. So, the next goal is going to be really important here. We've got to make a change. Mitch 22 says, next goal vital. Nick, 22. It is so important. And for me, I'd make at least a couple of changes there. I think certainly out wide, I'd make a change. Of course, we look at somebody in the base of the field. I think Pablo, maybe bring on Roberts, just a bit more of an attacking threat in terms of goal scoring threat to an extent. I think Roberts is a bit more of a goal scorer. You can make those late runs into the box. And it's a straight. Just can't really put my finger on it, really. What's happened to us in that second half. As Paul O'Connor says, we seem to have lost our swagger, and I have to agree with that. We don't seem to be. I think it's already in that first kind of 20 minutes picking up the ball on the halfway line, and you never see Aiden go sideways or backwards. You never ever see Aiden go sideways or backwards. He's always going forwards. He's looking to dribble the ball, progress the ball forwards, and we're just not seeing that in the first half. Not enough courage or bravery to play through this moment in the game, and and that's a disappointment, really. And I'm not going to make excuses because of the rain, but it can play a part. We've got to be better than that. We've got to respond to that and say we've got to put a bit more weight on passes. Not be trying to. It's just one of those things. It's different conditions. You've got to react differently. And Silverback says as well. We are being outpressed. We are being totally outpressed, and it's really difficult from that point of view. Really, really difficult. And sloppy. I mean, there's so many. The thing is, guys, I'm so stunned by what I've seen in that first 45 minutes. I don't really know what to say. I just can't see us being that bad again. The next 45 minutes, I don't think Bielsa will allow that. Never don't think Bielsa in his standards he set at this football club will allow a second half as bad as that. I just can't see it. I think we will see a response of some kind. Will it be enough to get us back into the game? Realistically, probably not. But we score early enough, come back into the game well enough, play at our absolute best. Leicester is still there to be got at. And look, I've got a good credit to Brendan Rodgers. I think pressing-wise, the way he set this Leicester team up to play the ball first time over the top, it's fair play. They're just looking a bit more up to speed than us, and that's a massive disappointment, really. It's a massive disappointment from our point of view that's the case tonight. Olivia Lynchbury says Costa and Hernandez need to come off, Paveda and Struijk on. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's one of those, you bring Struijk on, you put Click higher up, and you play Click in more of his natural position. But that's definitely a shout. For me, I'd probably look more at Roberts. I think Roberts is probably the one I'd probably look at spring on directly for Pablo, and just try and play it a bit more in their half now. Try and get Roberts making late runs into the box like Rodrigo does. He's probably our most Rodrigo-like player in the team. And yeah, I'd probably consider Paveda as well, maybe Paveda for Costa, and just try and be more direct. And I think the thing is, we just need to freshen it up a bit. Just freshen it up a bit. Try some different options. And yeah, mate, I mean, there's been a lot of shouts for changed at half time here. I think the common one, the big one is Paveda on for Costa. But there's been a bit of debate about Struijk or Roberts to come on as well. I mean, what would you think of that, mate?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Struijk comes on and you move Click and have him alongside Shackleton, because for me, Pablo's looked a bit off it. But then again, I haven't seen much of. I've not seen much of Shackleton. I've not seen much of any of them really. Let's be honest. I mean, the passing's been shocking, mate. That's what's let us down. We're trying to force it. We're losing the ball, and of course, they have the out ball. They have the perfect out ball in Jamie Vardy and Harvey Barnes. And whenever they've gone forward, they've looked like scoring, bro. Let's be honest, So it's not been great, but we have to make changes, don't we?
I mean, I think the big surprise for me, mate, is that Shackleton's playing a bit more advanced tonight than he was against Villa. I think, we've gone with more of our, it feels like Click's a direct like for Calvin, and it just feels like that's a bit of a mistake for me. I think it's, I love Click, don't get me wrong, but he's not Calvin. He's not that kind of player. He's not someone who's going to control and just take back forward in that kind of way. And I just think that's a bit disappointing from that point of view. It kind of changed. I know, obviously, Rodrigo coming out has kind of forced us a little bit, but
do you agree with that? Do you agree that Pablo's looked good?
No, to be honest, as much as I love Pablo, I wouldn't say it's been a pretty poor half for Pablo. I think he's tried to make things happen, but it's just, his decision making and execution's both been poor for me today, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. We've been trying to force it a little bit. I think, let's not forget as well, Bamford's had 2 chances, 2 very good chances.
Yeah,
the header. The header, he's got to score, and I think the ball into him from Luke Ayling, one decent touch, and that's in the back of the net. His touch has let him down. And ultimately it's then gone too far because he's still managed to get the shot off. So if his touch is a little bit, not as heavy, then he scores that chance for me. But it's a heavy touch, and Schmeichel's able to come out and meet it, and it doesn't go in. So, but we need to be mindful. Kieran Harriman, has mentioned this, and it's not out of the realms of possibility for Leicester to score more. And I agree with that, bro. And it's just because of the way they play. They will be set up to do that. They know that we're going to come out, and they could catch us on the counter. But Leeds United will have a go 100%, and I want them to have a go. I would rather that and us lose 3-4 and not have a go, if that makes sense. It looks like people are saying Paveda. I don't know what's up with my speech tonight, but Paveda is warming up for Jamie Shackleton. Looks to be the change. Yeah, Paveda's definitely there warming up with the lads. So I think that
try to work out how that's going to work then. If Paveda exactly. I mean, is that a formation change?
Does Costa go central? Does Costa go central, or does Jack Harrison go central? Yeah, Costa goes out on the left. I have to wait and see. Go on, mate.
You've kind of got Hernandez there as well. I mean, it just seems a bit like, all of a sudden you kind of got Click there, Pablo ahead of him, and then Paveda or Harrison playing central. It feels a bit too much like Pablo, Harrison, a bit too similar. There's not really kind of someone who can naturally just pass the ball and control the game. It just feels like you've got too many almost like too many cooks, if you know what I mean, to an extent. Yeah. You're thinking, all of a sudden you kind of got Click even more with even less support now. Because Shackleton, as much as he's not had a great half, he still gives you a lot of work rate and is good off the ball. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not sure on that one. If Shaq's coming off, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I think it opens the game up even more. But in fact, should we do? Oh no, it's not. It does like Shaq's just come off.
He's having a chat with Pervader, isn't he? Did you do the sponsorship, Oscar?
Yeah, I did, mate. I gave him a good old shout out.
Good. Don't forget your 10% off, guys, code All Leeds. But here comes Jan, Carlo, Ian Pervader for Jamie Shackleton. Be interesting to see how we do line up with Shackleton on the pitch.
Yeah, it just feels like, I don't like having too many, attackers on at once.
Bang on the money, Ellis. I'm with you 100%. There we go.
Back underway.
Eden, you are correct, mate. You are correct. Right, guys, we're back underway now. Leeds United need to get a goal. Get a goal and it changes this game. It puts it on its head. If it's for Leicester, obviously, it kills it. But this Leeds United side will have a goal, guys. Believe me, and they will.
That's the thing. There's no way we'll be as bad again. No, I just can't see it. It's not going to. Bielsa will not allow it. Bielsa will not allow as bad a second half as that. That first half was. That's a decent ball.
That's a lovely touch from Jack Harrison. Ball, too much on it. Too much on it. Do you know what? It's a lovely touch though as well. Absolutely does all right. It's a decent ball by Cooper. Great touch. See you later. And yeah, the ball's just not great, is it? Yeah. But, there will be chances in this game for Leeds United to get back into it 100%. But there'll also be chances for Leicester, That's the thing. Just need to be
more open. We've gone more attacking and just trying to work out this shape now. Look, Harrison looks very central here.
Let's have a look. Ball out.
It's hard to tell. Trying to see where Pervader is there. It looks
Pervader's
like Harrison
definitely playing on the wing.
Yeah, it's like
Costa's gone out on the left, bro. Costa's gone out on the left.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and Harrison in the middle alongside Pablo.
Just not. Yeah, I think the change probably was try and get Click higher up the pitch or get Click more support. It's just.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but hopefully, the chaos just gets us there.
Come on, Costa.
Go on, Costa.
That's a corner ball. You are right there. I've just seen Pervader really come in central as well. So maybe he's just trying to get more bodies.
Yeah. Trying to confuse Leicester a little bit. It's
Harrison.
Corner again. We love them.
Stewie D, ball in.
Stewie D, it's a good ball. It's a great ball. It's a 2-1.
Get in there! Buzzing, man. Stewie
That changes it. That's a bit more pushing now. That's exactly what we needed.
That is exactly what Leeds United needed. There you go. I mean, he's got lucky with it, let's be honest. It's missed everybody.
Is it an own goal? Is it gone all the way in?
It's just missed everyone. Schmeichel all over the shop. Dallas, let's have a look. No,
that's all we need, mate.
It's anyone.
Whole momentum changes. Momentum of this changes.
Now. Come on, Leeds, man. Get in there.
Big goal.
Now, early goal.
Next goal was always going to be important.
Yeah.
Always important.
That's a Premier League goal for Stuart Dallas. And Leeds United will get so much from this now, believe me. Come on, Leeds. Get in there, Stewie D, you little beauty. 47 minutes. Game on now, boys. Game on.
Sometimes that's just what you need. Just a scrappy goal, and all of a sudden it just changes everything, doesn't it? Leicester all of a sudden got a decision to make. Do they sit back now? Do they push out? They've got a decision to make, and we just play our game and we've got over 40 minutes now just to get back at them. And
go on, Pervader.
First touch from Pervader.
Oh, it's a nice little knock.
See what you're trying to do.
All right. Yeah.
In this weather, though, that can sometimes hold up,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a bad idea at all. But the game feels different now already.
Yeah, 100%.
Different.
100%. And that's our ball, Come on, Stewie D. Definite change, though. Costa coming out onto the left. Harrison playing in the middle. Pervader out on the right. Oh, come on, Stewie D, little beauty. Come on now. Harrison running off you.
Oh, unlucky. That's press again. That's press. Press.
Here we go. Press. Go on, Stuart Dallas. All over Michael O'Brien. Get in there, Stuart Dallas.
not.
Give over, no way. He's got the ball, has he not?
It's not a booking, is it, though? Booking that.
It's harsh. That's harsh. But Stuart Deer, come on, man. Full of running. Let's have a look. Okay, maybe. Let's have a look. He's took his leading.
What's the game come to now? If that's a yellow card?
Oh yeah, get up your chart.
What's that game come to?
It's going to be a Leeds United throw though.
We already look better on that left-hand side, though. Already looks miles better.
You know, we know with Bielsa when the changes are made, there's everyone knew.
There's always meaning to it.
Yeah. We knew it weren't going to be as bad as it was in that first half. You know? Go on, Click. Win the ball back. Battle. Well done, Mateus.
Well done. He's redeemed himself brilliantly there.
Yeah, he has. That's well done. Into Costa. Away you go now, Costa. We're away.
The things changed again, though, haven't they? Harrison's making underlapping there.
Pablo again. It's a bit poor, man.
Just
not looked on it. Yeah, he's not looked on it, has he?
So.
Adjusting back to Fofana. Ball long. Cooper gets in front of Vardy. Well done. Winning the battle this time. That's what we need to see. Win that individual battle. Cock into Click. 4 bodies round him. Dallas. Harrison. Dallas again. Nice one-touch football. Harrison trying to get around Costa. Free kick.
Yeah, it looks like Harrison is just kind of playing central, but he's kind of attacking wherever the ball is. You know, if the ball's on the left, he's drifting over that side and just trying to overload him on whatever side. Yeah. It's an interesting one. It's kind of like a central winger, and it's kind of the role that Bielsa's spoken about with Rafinha. And it looks like a 4-1-4-1, but Harrison and Pablo are very much playing very, very advanced, aren't they? And
poor from Schmeichel. Harrison getting Paveda away. Oh, it should have gone through to Paveda, man.
Away. That's it. Come on.
The ball was for Paveda.
Got a chance here, though.
Paveda. Oh, he's nice. He's megged him.
Ian. Gotta look up.
I think personally that ball when it's initially come through, it looks like
he's got to win that. Well done, Coops. Well done, Coops.
Well done, Liam Cooper.
He had to win it. He had to 100% win that. And we might face a couple of those in this second half, where they try and break away. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
That was the right ball from Pablo, just a little bit, too much on it. But that's what you get from the Magic Man when he is on it, Well,
that's what you're seeing of Harrison as well. He's all over the place in a good way. Now he's gone over back onto the right, and Leicester is struggling to pick him up. But they have got someone
nice winning that battle again, Liam Cooper. This is much better from Leeds United.
Just steps it up a gear, haven't we? I think the goals helped a lot.
Paveda away. Come on now. Paveda, get round Pablo. He's done well.
Well done, Ian. Go on.
Oh, Pablo.
Oh, Pab. Just that decision making today, hasn't it?
Miles
better second half.
Yeah, miles better, mate. 100%.
They've had the bollocking, haven't they? There's no two ways about it.
Well done winning that battle again. The centre-backs winning their individual battles against Jamie Vardy this time around.
There's another goal in this game. It just feels like, whether it's going to be for us or not, I don't know. But there's definitely more goals in this game, You see, straight away they've got Maddison warming up. Probably are going to try and change something here, Leicester, because it is one-way traffic now, last 10 minutes or so.
Fuchs with the throw-in then, guys.
It never felt like we were going to have a second half as bad as that first half, no matter what.
No,
I think at the very least, even if we still lost the game or lost it more heavily, we still weren't going to be as bad. We're at least going to create something and start to get on the front foot a bit more. But here we go. Costa again, trying to motor up, but no, not quite. On to Click, he's gone for a pass into Cock. So maybe he's still on the run. He's still on the run, Click there. He's still on the turn.
Nice. Just keeping hold of the ball. There's the Brighton. That's corner ball.
He used to do it, did he? But that's the thing. We're forcing them into little.
Yeah.
We're making them make decisions. Definitely. We're making them think now, aren't we? That's the main thing. We're not just dawdling around, and it's good to see. But that short corner again, I'm not quite.
I don't know if it'll work this time, eh?
I'm not quite feeling it. I'll be honest, mate. I'm not quite feeling it. But there you go.
Change then, Harrison, to knock this ball in. Come on, Cock. On the end of it. Oh, it's missed everyone. Pablo, he's took a touch. Go on, Pablo. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh,
what an effort that was.
Hernandez.
What an effort.
So close. So close. So close from Pablo Hernandez. You knew when he Harrison knocked in.
Back in.
Poveda, it's come off Costa, sorry. Corner ball, actually, another corner. Leeds looking very dangerous, man. When he takes that touch there, it's a beauty when it comes out to him. There you go. Round, bang. Oh, it's right in the top bins as well.
Top Pablo can give you, though, isn't he? And he's been poor all game. He just produced a moment like that. And like, this is better, mate. It feels like that. It feels like it's coming.
Yeah, it does, mate. You're right.
It feels like it's coming. It's like a volcano waiting to erupt. This.
Oh, has it dropped? Go on, Poveda.
Poveda's done really well there.
He has. He's looked lively.
For a young lad as well, that's just a couple of times to come on and change the game for us.
Definitely.
I mean, look at that. I mean, this. But the thing is, this possession that's meaningful.
Yeah, exactly. If you compare that with the first half where we had more possession, but we didn't do nothing with it, we couldn't string 5 passes together, and now, we're looking dangerous.
That's it. We're winning the second balls now. We're winning those now. We're just so much better.
Totally different Leeds United side. Totally different so far.
Up another level. I mean, Stuart Dallas is now playing. His brother's come off. Flick's brother's come off now as well, and we're miles better.
Definitely. Koch being allowed to maraud into their own half. He gives it to Pablo. Ailing, Poveda.
Just a lot sharper, isn't it? It's 1 touch, 2 touch, and we're getting about. We're getting about them. We're getting about the pitch. And go on, Stu.
Pablo's found Harrison.
That's another. I like. It's a good idea, though. It's a nice little.
He's winning himself a free kick. Oh, it wasn't intentional.
So he's being really. He's probably been Leicester's best player for me, to be fair. Tielemans in the middle of the park there. He's just really done well there, hasn't he? I mean, he's clever. It's clever what he's done. He's dived there. He's made a meal out of that, though, hasn't he?
He's definitely clever his toe,
but
yeah.
Has he?
What we can't afford to do is let them get another. We have to keep this momentum on top now.
Yeah, it's been relentless from us. We're at full tilt. It's almost a reverse, to be honest, mate, of the Wolves game. It's a complete reverse, isn't it? If you know what I mean. It's almost like how we started against Wolves, and interesting, really. But goals change games.
They do, mate. You're right.
God, how many cliches have I come out with tonight?
You love it, man. You love it.
I love the cliches. I love it. Game of 2 halves.
We've looked impressive, though, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've looked impressive. I've had to go and get myself a cushion, man. My back's killing. Honestly. 2-1, though. 2-1 Leicester. 58 minutes in, guys. Leeds have looked much better the second half. Leicester haven't really got going. Thing is with Leicester on that counter-attacking style of play and having the pace of Vardy and Barnes, you can never count them out, regardless.
There's always the threat of 3-1. There's always that threat, isn't there? We just got to accept that now. We've got nothing to lose in it, mate. As much as it's a threat, we've just got to accept that the risk is there. We've just got to keep this. It's intensity. It's high risk. Don't get it wrong. It's really, really high risk. Mate, we've not got one holding the fielder on the pitch. We're playing like 20 million number 10s on the pitch, but we're getting somewhere with it at least. I think we're surprised Leicester a lot of this change.
Definitely.
Harrison's just been brilliant since we made this change, with him just drifting in and out of different pockets of space and that lot. It's an interesting one.
Got 3 players stood over the ball. Click.
Got our Pablo on this, so haven't you, really?
Harrison. It's gone to Harrison. It's got to go in. Nah, it had to go in, man. It's a bit of a waste. I mean, something might still come of it, but Click. It's found its way to Stewie D. Ayling. It's got to go. Nah, it's a waste. It's got to go wide, man, to Costa, maybe. I don't know. I just think you've got 3 bodies stood over it there. When they've give it to Harrison, he's got to hit it first time on that left foot, not come back inside on his right. Maddison's just warming up.
I mean, yeah, he's just warming up there. So you'd imagine he'll come on, just try and shore things up in that midfield, wouldn't he? And bring a bit more creativity. So it's a threat for us, isn't it? You know, we know how good Maddison is. We've seen it from his Norwich days. You know, and that's poor. That's poor, to be fair, of Vardy. And that's the first touch for Vardy, you know, in the second half. It's the first time they got the ball into him. And great credit to us. I think Click has been a monster this second half so far in that position. He's just protecting that back four of ease. But, you know, got to just try and keep that momentum up, haven't we? That's it.
Well played. Well played. Well played.
No way we do that in the first half, though. There's no way we get out of that situation like that. And no way Click plays a pass like that inside. It's a beautiful ball.
It's nice, mate. Harrison. Come on, then. Click. Don't want it. He's had a go.
Oh, you never know in these conditions, though.
No, you don't, mate. You're right. It's
Michael's been a bit dodgy.
Yeah. He's right to have a go. Why not? Yeah, it just bounces just before as well. Can cause danger to goalkeepers.
That's good pressing. Great pressing.
It is, mate. You're right. They can't string 5 passes together at the minute, Leicester.
The trouble is, though, if one of those gets through, we're in a bit of bother. But we've just got to kick. We've just got to carry on doing what we're doing. You know, it's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, we're being absolutely brilliant in the second half. We can't make any mistake about that.
There's Vardy. Look, he's got round him as well.
Well, that's the trouble. That's the trouble. You see.
Well done, Jack Harrison.
Well done, Jack Harrison.
It's not a free kick, Jamie Vardy. Fuck off. Not in a million years.
Okay, let's try and counter. Let's go on, a bit more pace to this.
Yeah, I know. It should have gone in there to.
Just needs to be roaring forward there. Yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
It's all Leeds United at the minute, guys. All Leeds United. Click. Dallas. It's gone out wide to Harrison. He's had a bit of a tough task up against Albrighton. I've been impressed with Albrighton. If you compare it to, say, Matty Cash last weekend, who he absolutely tortured.
Yeah, he surprised me, Albrighton, tonight. He's done a really good game.
It's Poveda inside. It's nice. Well done.
Oh. Get there, that's it.
Ayling's free on that right-hand side all the time. Harrison back to Stewie D. There it is. It's Poveda. It's missed everyone. Fuck. There we go, though. We still look dangerous. Here comes Maddison, then. Who's coming off for Leicester?
Pratt, I think. Yeah. Pratt. Yeah. It's a bit of a like for like, isn't it?
Thing is, when Maddison gets on the ball, though, very good technically, and he get round.
That's the thing. He creates, he scores, he's great. He can dribble. He's got a bit of everything, hasn't he, mate? You know, I mean, a lot of people want him in that England team, and you know, he's a top player from that point of view. I mean, straight away, look at him on the turn. He's just so. He's a proper footballer, you know, for me, in terms of a proper entertainer. Just got to know what we're doing. You know, I think the fact Leicester have made a change shows they are threatened by what we've done in this first 20 minutes, and that's a good ball, to be fair. This is it, though. When Leicester do get on the ball, it feels like it's kind of 4-on-3, if you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's entertaining, but terrifying to watch at the same time.
Like Jack Grealish is a B-Tech James Maddison, isn't he?
Yeah, for me,
you know what I mean?
I do rate James Maddison more than Grealish. I think he's just got a bit of everything with Maddison for me.
Poveda. He's done well, ever so well, Poveda, since he's come on. That's a Leeds United throw. No way.
No way. Just got the pressure now. Keep him in that corner.
Yeah. Definitely. It's going to be a big throw from Fuchs here, winner for Leeds, hopefully.
Yeah, it's that. Okay, there you go. Well done, Shuey. So made the right decision. It's an interesting one.
Dirt. Dog dirt. Dog dirt.
Yeah, it is.
Not great. Here comes Tyler. Tyler Roberts. It's a surprising one.
Interesting who's going to come up. Pablo, you'd imagine?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I just don't think Pablo's been great.
Bamford, maybe? Going through the middle, maybe Tyler.
Oh, there we go. Maddison.
I think Roberts, to me, is our most Rodrigo-like player, if that makes sense. Someone who can get into that box to make late runs and be a different kind of goal threat for us, behind Bamford and that lot. So I don't mind this change at all, mate, to be honest. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, that's nice. One touch. Go on, Bamford.
I mean, no Bielsa would be coming on for Liam Cooper or something.
Yeah, mate.
Two at the back.
At the back on his own.
Just have Meslier sweeping now. It's centre back.
There's still time in this as well, isn't there? You know.
I feel all right here, mate. I do feel all right. I feel like it's coming. If we just keep the momentum up, and that's nice. That's it.
It is.
The only criticism would be is just
run it back straight away.
We just need to create a few more clear cutters.
Is that not a free kick? Maddison there, look, getting on the ball.
They've done well there. We just need to.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, he slowed him down there.
Well done, Jack Harrison.
Well done, Jack Harrison.
Brilliant. Left in a heap.
We're away.
Pablo to Poveda.
It's all right. Go on, Ian.
Fucking hell, man. It's when it just doesn't work out. Maddison left in a heap there by Harrison. Done well there.
It is Pablo. So it looks like, I mean, we are just proper going for this, aren't we, now at this stage? We're just throwing everything at it. And
he doesn't look happy, does he?
I'm not being funny, Pabs. I love, I'll never not love Pabs, but
no,
he's got to take a bit of responsibility for his performance there. I mean, he's not been great at all today.
I don't think so either.
Argument for it, to be honest. So,
Harrison to try and get round, and that's going to be a Leeds United corner. Yeah, no, I agree with you there, mate. I don't know what that.
Disappointed to see that, to be honest, but there you go.
A quick one. No one, absolutely no one. He's took a quick one for no one. There was no one even in the box. That's just pointless.
Yeah, but they can score it. It's more likely they'll score it for us than us score it, to be fair.
True.
Or Schmeichel punched it into his own net.
Fuchs, Tielemans, Maddison. To be mindful of them two combining in the middle of the park now.
You just don't want to get them to get any kind of settled time on the ball, if you know what I mean. That's where
winning them battles
kind of open.
Aylin looking for the ball over.
It's an interesting one. It looks great. Oh, he's lucky. He's so lucky there, Schmeichel. He's so lucky there, Schmeichel,
Just wouldn't drop, would it?
He's so lucky there, Schmeichel.
Yeah.
He's gone for one there.
It's a good ball again from Aylin.
He just gets lucky, doesn't he? Just that little bounce. He's lucky.
Just not being Paddy's night. Oh, Pablo's still
having a go, Pablo, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still not happy, is he?
He's going to get an uppercut from Bielsa if he's not careful.
As he walks on by, bang. They're in. Maddison. No. Well done, Leeds. Press. No foul on Barnes. No foul. He's had a go straight into Meslier.
That's their first shot this second half, though. Midway through it. So it shows how well we've done. We really have sustained a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, definitely. But it is that
the only criticism.
Go on, mate.
We're just not creating enough clear cutters, clear cut chances. We've had a lot of efforts, but just a bit more quality into that final third. But it's coming, mate. 20 minutes. Hopefully Robbo can have a bit of impact here, and we've still got another change, one more change to go. Interesting what we do. Good touch. Don't know how he's controlled that. It's an interesting ball. It's a bit too much on it though.
Yeah. Come on, Tyler, big half, eh? Big half.
It's like under. Is it coming on for under for Barnes? Is it? Yeah. It's a bit of a like for like again.
I don't know much about under, mate. Any good?
Pretty much the same as Barnes, to be fair. Right-footed, runs like Barnes in behind, and I mean him and Vardy combined for the winning goal at Arsenal, I think. So he's a threat. He's a threat, I think. I don't think he's as good as Barnes, but he's still someone to bring on. 20 minutes to go, fresh legs. So we've got to be careful there. On the counter. Yeah. I think Barnes probably did nap himself out in that first half. To be fair, that's a foul.
He's give it as well.
Am I booking there?
I think it's the lino that's give it in the end, mate. I don't know if the ref
I mean, funny. Brighton knows the lino's flagged up there, and he's just. Anyway,
Cock, no heavy touch, mate. Back to Cooper. Them two have looked much better in the second half as well, winning that battle against Vardy. Yeah,
commanding everything.
That's
a good ball.
Well done, Bamford. Yeah, it is. Stuart Dallas. Costa, sorry. Bamford, nice combination there.
We're moving around at real pace here. It's an interesting one. Click.
It's disappointing, isn't it?
Okay, it's got there somehow.
What's that ball? Yeah, it's disappointing when you have that combination and then the ball goes out to the wing and it doesn't land where it's
drop.
Because we know it can.
I mean, Click's off CDM and he's like playing this. Look how advanced he is.
It's a good little knocker as well. Decent little knock from Harrison.
Click's playing like it's a second striker here.
Yeah.
With that's the one thing. Just got to be careful, just that we're not committing too many men here up top. But yeah, one more change to go, mate. We've got one more change.
Yeah.
Would you?
I don't know. I mean, what's the bench saying, mate? You've got Alioski.
I mean, Alioski. Does he bring a bit more on the left side for Dallas for the last 10 minutes or something? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, the bench, obviously, Davis again. I'm not sure that really. Stewart maybe for Click. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's needed though. I don't think we need to do that.
No. He's fell favourably. Okay. What's that?
What?
He's offside. Bamford's offside.
Is he?
Yeah, it must have been, mate. That's
frustrating. Like 2 players behind him. He must have timed it really late or something.
Here we go then. For 5.
I mean, no matter what the result is, this second half's been encouraging. At least,
yeah, definitely, mate. I agree. I agree completely. No.
If this is West Brom or Fulham, or Burnley, I think you collapse, don't they, at this stage? At 2 down at half time.
Oh, well done, Clark. Oh, well done. That's really decent from Clark, that. Really good.
Well, a good job on Vardy. It's the frustrating thing, isn't
that's
it?
What I mean, they are. Click, that's nice again. Well played, Leeds. Cork into Roberts. Roberts coming deep for it. Gone out wide to Ayling. Ayling's always so far forward, man. Give him back. Oh, he's made it. He's got it. He's made the pass. That's a penalty.
Penalty kick, surely. VAR, here.
If that's not a penalty, then surely it's yellow.
That's got to get reviewed. Luke Ayling.
He dived. Has he dived?
Luke Ayling, geez.
Oh, he dived.
Luke Ayling, man. Oh, that's a bad in that. That's a bad in that,
Yeah, no. He's dived to beauty there.
That's really bad. That's naughty, that. It was the look on his face that looked a bit
Yeah, bit sheepish.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a penalty, to be fair, guys. It's tight, but it's probably
just
not
to make
quite
clear.
Yeah.
Just to make clear, it definitely wasn't
Close call, like it was a close call.
Yeah.
You know,
what is...
I think Fuchs could have had his leg off there, so we've got to look at that as well. Fuchs went in rash. Even just dived out of the way. You know,
yeah, that's all he is. Just saving himself. Roberts. Well done, Roberts. Keep going, my friend.
Well done, Tyler. Well done. Oh, whoever did it now? Whoever did it?
Yeah, lost it there, hasn't he?
Did the hard work though. You know, in terms of what...
did. Got away from Mendy and then just a little bit too much. 15 minutes left, guys. Leeds United still can get something from this game. A point at the, the way the first half went would be great. That's a great ball. The offside? No, he's not.
It's on, isn't it? I've got to give credit there. That's a really, really good goal. You know, there's not much you can do about that.
Integral, no. I think it's frustrating when it comes straight from the,
Yeah, it's all from this touch now. Just as the ball comes in, it's that.
Yeah. And that pass is exquisite, really, to be fair.
And that's a good decision off Under as well. He didn't go for goal. He just saw Vardy's running.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brilliant goal, to be fair. That's Leicester's only attack. That's the only frustrating thing is we don't deserve to be 2 goals down here. You know, that's the thing. It's just...
You're right.
But quality's the difference, isn't it?
It's
a training ground goal, that, isn't it, really? It's... Yeah, 3-1, guys.
Pile of shit.
Always look on the bright side of life.
There you go. That's frustrating because I was only just saying a second ago there's still time for us to get something from this.
It's one of that. It felt like we were getting really back into this, but
definitely did it. Definitely did.
Never mind.
It's all good though. It's all good. There we go. Cock to Ayling. I blame Ayling for diving. The football gods looked unfavourably on us. Yeah,
I think he's open. Bielsa didn't see that. Like really open. Bielsa didn't see that. Oh, great stuff.
It is, isn't it?
We can get one back though pretty quickly, and you never know. But we'd have to score pretty soonish to do that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Kid's played well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating now. There's not much to change now. I don't think is there. Always going to be difficult though the way Leicester set up and obviously the players they have at the disposal on the counter attack.
I mean, just looking at the stats, mate. Obviously, we've had a lot of the ball, 67% of it, but we've only had 6 shots. Leicester have had half the ball we've had, and they've had more shots, and they've had 7 on target. 8 shots, 7 on target. They created high quality chances at the end of the day, and ultimately that's why we just haven't really done enough tonight to, get anything there. Ultimately, it's Leicester just been that bit more efficient. They got into the box, they've created really, really good opportunities today. Bit of force, but that's it. That's it.
As well, I think.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best players on the pitch, hasn't he? He's been, both going forward and defensively. I think he's been superb. I mean, that ball he put in for the second goal, the fantastic ball into the box. I think Vardy, to be fair, you've got to say, I think Vardy's been, he doesn't get many touches of the ball, but he always makes something happen when he touches it. And
Leeds United corner.
If Vardy was 5 or 6 years younger, he wouldn't be playing for Leicester. I think Leicester fans know that. It's just circumstance in it. But we get a goal back early here, mate. We've still got 10 to go. And the way this game's going, I'm surprised we score from this. Go on. Looks dodgy tonight, Schmeichel,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
he does. Yeah, I haven't been
Clumsy.
impressed by him at all, if I'm being totally honest. Not at all.
Imagine if you had the crowd there as well, just having the right, giving
Yeah.
him loads of stick. I think
Being
it's
nasty
placed into
to him.
Leicester's hands, hasn't it?
Yeah. Being nasty to him about his dad.
Yeah.
Cooper, Ayling.
It's
10 minutes left, guys.
game,
Let's go
hasn't it,
3
though?
1 up.
There's not been 2 goals difference between the two teams, has there really? It's just sure all the critics will be saying, "Oh, naive Leeds get beat and all that rubbish. Can't defend. They can't do this. They can't do that."
We've got the perfect game, though, on Saturday for me to get back to winning ways in Crystal Palace, personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky game, but it's one where you look at us and think you will have a lot of the ball again. I don't think Palace are anywhere near as good as Leicester. I think,
No,
it's
definitely not.
I think Palace, it's pass the ball to Wilfried Zaha and, hopefully produce a bit of magic.
Yeah.
And that's the only player I worry about for Palace, to be honest. If I'm being totally honest, that's the only player I remotely worry about for Palace.
Here comes the main man, Gianni Alioski, on for Stewie D.
Yeah,
so 10, I think you called that, mate.
Just a bit more energy, isn't it? And just a left footer at left back, and a bit more attack minded. And it's probably one worth making at this stage.
Yeah. Click with the throw into Poveda. Do you know the thing with Poveda? When he comes on, he looks dangerous. He does little bits here and there, but
he wants to make something happen, doesn't he? When he gets on the ball, he always wants to make something happen.
Roberts. Tyler looking to dig one out. No. Alioski, left foot. He's come out to Costa. Costa cross. It's going to be another corner. We've had quite a few corners tonight. It's just shite. We don't do anything from them. Oh my God. So, 10 corners to Leicester's 2. Harrison to take one here. Come on, decent delivery. No one's underneath it. It's all Leicester. I think it's Fuchs who clears it out in the end. Oof. It's a good ball. No, it's not. Don't beat first man. Click. Back to Alioski. Ayling. Vardy tracking him. Come on then, Costa, who's gone out to the right now. Ayling back to Costa, into Alioski maybe, nice. Cooper, left foot, Click, just have a go, Click. He dinked it to nobody.
Just lost a bit of steam.
It's lost, hasn't it? Yeah.
3-1.
I think, like you say, when they've got that other goal,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lovely ball
from under that.
That's a beauty.
Oh, keeping.
No,
keeping.
Surely not. He's already taken the effort, man. No, I didn't think
so. Did well there, Meslier,
Yeah, he did, mate, because I was expecting 4-1 there.
No, definitely. That's what I've got to say about Leicester. When they have got forward, they've created some proper chances,
Yeah.
It's
been
very efficient.
Every time they've gone forward, they've looked like they were going to score, if I'm being totally honest.
I mean, even look at the one, Vardy had that one-on-one early doors. Barnes had that forced that really good save. It's just like, we just haven't really had that kind of threat tonight. I think Rodrigo. Rodrigo, Rafinha. You look at this and think at 2-1 when we're chasing the game, would have made a massive difference tonight. They made a massive difference there.
Yeah, it's a card. It's definitely a card. Yeah. No, mate. Thomas, who's played really well, to be fair. I think Poveda megged him and he just pulled him down. Here's the Vardy chance now. It's a great ball by that under.
Yeah, it is. He held his run really well there. But I don't know what he's appealed for there, Vardy. What's he appealing for there?
No, he's already got rid of the ball, man.
It's one you expect Vardy to score that. It's a pretty...
definitely. Jamie's going off, Vardy off.
Big Wes Morgan.
Big Wes Morgan coming on.
Interesting one. That's the thing. That shows respect to us, though, that Leicester feel that they've got to stop us getting a second because they know that we can get ourselves right back into this. It shows good respect to us, I guess. Teams are making changes like that against us, and big Kolo Toure there on the bench as well.
What, on the bench for Leicester?
Yeah, he's assistant manager.
Is he?
Yeah, he's assistant manager.
Did not know.
I think he has since he got the job. I think he's been assistant there.
Click.
Ooh.
Big Wes Morgan with big head.
Just not getting there.
Straight out.
He's done well, hasn't he? On there since he's come on. Well,
yeah.
Commentator's first time.
Yeah.
Oh, not foul throw that.
That's embarrassing.
I like that. Is that a foul throw?
I think so. It's embarrassing.
It's gone wrong since that Ayman dive, you know.
There we go. Yeah, it has, mate. You're right. It's frustrating. It's not been a great night, obviously. I think the first half's killed us, though, hasn't it, mate? We were shy in that first half. Let's be honest.
Battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 down. One down. You're thinking it's just so different, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think Bamford's missed 2 chances. But when you this is the thing, Leicester's was always going to be difficult for us because of the space we leave him behind when we see a lot of the ball. And when you've got Jamie Vardy and Harvey Barnes, we know what Harvey Barnes can do from that time against West Brom, And
we'll learn from this, mate. We've got obviously, I think Zaha is a different kind of threat to Vardy and Barnes, but we'll learn. We'll see what we've done wrong against Leicester. We'll know that Palace are a bit more one-dimensional, and it's going to be a different kind of game. It'll probably be a bit more tighter at Palace. Roy Hodgson's team always will be, but we'll learn from this, mate. Look, we had that disappointment. We've got a game coming soon, so we've got to straight back into it. That's the thing. We can bounce straight back from this, in 5 days' time.
I don't know how they've managed to get away with that. And
rebound seems to have fallen for them, doesn't it? All afternoon. Oh, it's brilliant off Maddison.
It is, isn't it?
I think you compare Maddison's performance here compared to Grealish's on last Friday. It's chalk and cheese, isn't it, really?
Fuck off, Maddison. You've waited for the...
And that is very Grealish-esque, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. He just waited for it, man, and then fucking threw himself on the floor. There. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, play it.
We've gone sloppy again, Oscar. Yeah, massively. We've had that period where Dallas has scored, and then we've just, not long after the alien dive, to be fair, and just gone sloppy. Click. Yeah, just not.
Click, that's twice now. Don't need to do that.
Just one of them nice. Jamie Vardy.
Shouldn't get there. That really shouldn't get there.
Jamie Vardy is not even on the fucking pitch, man. Jamie Vardy. Honestly, my arse is up me. My head's up my arse. Let's have a look at this one here. Look, he's waited for contact. He's just threw himself on the floor, man.
Yeah, he's looked for it.
I give over.
It's outside anyway, to be fair. It's not a penalty.
Oh, they're getting him to look at it. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh, fuck off. They're going to give it here, bro. They're going to give it here.
This is going to get clips. Oh.
Where's he pointed? What's he doing?
Oh, he's reviewing it. He's reviewed it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he looks like the kind who give it. I don't know anything about this ref, but he looks like the kind who's just going to give this. He's just going to think, oh, it's Leeds United, I'm just going to give this.
4-1's an unfair fucking scoreline, bro.
Oh, it's outside. Come on, it's outside. Do we need to get the tape? Do we need to get the tape measures out? It's outside the area.
He's got the ball anyway, hasn't he? Oh, he's give it.
I knew he'd give it.
It's fucking bullshit, bro.
Look at him. Is it look not? Look how happy he is with himself. Here, look at him. Look at him. I'm just giving a penalty at Alan Rose. Just got to use VAR. It's outside.
No, I think that's harsh as fuck, man.
And it's like 20 minutes after it happened.
Oh, it's just pointless, isn't it?
Corruption, mate.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Corruption, mate.
Load of shit.
Missed 2 out of 5. Tiedeman's on the pen. That's a good, really good pen, that's just fair, isn't it? Top corner, 4-1 Leicester, and it's harsh on us, isn't it? It's harsh, but it's the Premier League, mate. First VAR decision to go really badly against us, and there you go, guys. 4-1 Leicester. Harsh on Leeds, but it is what it is. I still don't think that's in the area, to be fair. But look, 4-1, 3-1. Ooh, yeah. If that's at 0-0, mate, you're just fuming with that, aren't you?
Yeah, mate, I'm fucked off. My head's gone.
Well, say if that gets given against you at 0-0, you're just fuming with that, aren't you? You know what I mean? It just didn't look like it's in the area at all. I mean,
4 minutes at a time. I think the penalty is a joke. It's probably outside of the area. 4-1 flatters them a bit, but listen, Leicester deserve it. Leicester deserve it. We've been sloppy as hell. It is what it is. You know,
we just got creative.
I wouldn't say Leicester dominated. I think dominated is the wrong word. I've seen saying Leicester dominated you. I think that's that's harsh, you know, because they haven't dominated. Because if they dominated, they'd have had more possession. Yeah, they haven't dominated the game, but it's clear that they've had a game plan. And listen, when you've got Vardy and that at your disposal, yeah, this is how you play. You know, Leicester struggle when they play against teams that sit in against them. We were never going to do that, you know. Teams that come at them, the likes of City, Arsenal, ourselves, they've won because all they do is and I'm not having a go at them for this. Bamford always fucking skied it anyway. That is an absolute shocker. I'm not having a go at them for this, but you know, it was always going to be easy for them to get us on the break, man. Is what it is. But it's all right, you know. These things are going to happen, Oscar. We said before, you know, there'll be times when we will get hit for 5, 6. You know, I've said that at the start of the season, 4, 5, 6, because of how we play. And it's worked out. It's worked out for Leicester. It is what it is. Good result. 5 wins from 5 away from home. Take nothing away from them. But we weren't great, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. We go again against Crystal Palace, you know. Go again against Crystal Palace, you know. I was listen, you're kidding yourself. If I did say it, and I meant every word, is that where I see us ending come the end of the season is fighting with the likes of Leicester, and that hasn't changed. It's just Leicester have the perfect foil for Beelzebub in terms of the wait for the mistake. They have great technical players, and all they did literally in that first half was hit the ball long. And coupled with the fact that our players have been off it tonight, like massively off it in terms of being able to pass the ball 5 yards at times, Oscar, and also the fact that we're missing Rafinha, we're missing Rodrigo, you know, we're missing KP, you know. Let's not forget that. So So I think people who will go, they'll go to, oh, we're shite, we're hammered, oh, we're terrible, blah blah blah. It's BS. They're the pure facts of it, mate. It's BS. You know, and like Kevin says, you can't win them all. And you know, Leicester are a great side. We had we had one gilt edge opportunity that Patrick Bamford must score. If he scores, it's a different game. You know, and there you go. It is what it is. You know, some great comments coming in from some people as well in terms of, you know, saying like, you know, you can't win them all, etc., etc. It is what it is, you know. And great performance by Thomas. I thought Mendy was good as well. Undy was good when he came on. Vardy, Barnes, Maddison looked dangerous as well. You know, and it is what it is. It is what it is, mate. You know, I'm not too fussed. You know,
it's just what I think the score line is just harsh on us. The score line makes it look worse than what it was. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes, man. It's just the way it is, and there's been some little positives. I think that sort of half an hour spell we had after half time, you know, I was happy enough with that. I think at that point you're looking for Rodrigo and Rafinha on the pitch. It makes it easier for us. Maybe some question marks about our substitutions. You know, maybe we did try and open it up a bit too soon. I don't know. It's not easy because we've not got a full squad here, mate. You know, we've not got a full squad available. You know, KP missing. You got possibly your best winger, potentially missing. Possibly your best player, and Rodrigo missing. You know, it's never going to quite go fully to plan. And Leicester were clinical, and you know, fair play to Leicester. Look, Leicester deserves to win on the day. Rodgers probably got his tactics spot on. You know, we didn't. Yeah, maybe he's won that battle, and to be fair, he has won that battle. To be fair, and you just got to accept it for what it is. You know, we've lost to a team. For me, from what I've seen from them, do I see them as being better than Chelsea and Scum? From what I've seen of them, yeah, I do. Yeah, I genuinely do. I think they almost finished above them last season. Let's not forget, Leicester was 90 minutes away from being in the Champions League last season. You know, that's the kind of standard we're playing tonight, and we just got to remember that. And, you know, look, when we come to play Arsenal, Everton, these other really good teams, we'll learn a lot from tonight, you know, that maybe we can't open up quite as soon as we did. Hopefully we'll have our best players available, and I can't get too downhearted tonight, mate. You know, I know it's frustrating that first half was really disappointing, but, yeah, the second half we were better. We're probably a bit more even second half, and, you know, it's just one of those days, mate. It's one of those days we said we were going to have at times. We'll probably have another few. We'll probably have another 2 or 3. Every team will have them. You know, no one's invincible. Liverpool got beat 7-2 by Villa. No one's invincible in this league. No. You know, it's just an unpredictable season as well. You know, we'll probably lose the odd game to teams we don't expect to lose to. We'll win the odd game against teams we don't expect to beat. And, you know, as Scott Lightning says, Bamford scores that it's a totally different game. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm this deluded fan that's going to say everything's wonderful. It's not, but I'm just saying that if Bamford scores, the game's totally different. The game is totally different. You know, for Leicester, all of a sudden you one down after 30 seconds at Ellen Road. It is totally different, isn't it? But there we go, mate. There we go.
There you go. There you go. It is what it is. Guys, remember that this video was brought to you by Old School Leeds. You can get there, you know, cheer yourself up. Get yourself some clobber from Old School Leeds. The link is in the description. Buy yourself a nice Leeds top, a nice face mask, a nice hat. You can also get 10% off with the code ALLLEEDS in all capital letters at checkout. You can even get 10% off the sale goods as well. So cheer yourself up. Go buy yourself a nice t-shirt or hat. Me and Oscar will look to get our preview post matches out as soon as possible. And on a night when you've been beat 4-1, I don't think there's much more to say, Oscar. Do you, mate? I want to go.
Mate, I'm just looking at league table and seeing Newcastle above us. Steve Bruce is above us in the table. We've got to sort that out on Saturday.
Yeah,
can't finish it below them. They were awful. Yeah, they need to. But mate, look at that league table. We're still 7 points above the drop. There's no real risk of that. We're only 3 points off the top 4. You know, let's not. Let's get too downhearted. We've got a game against Palace. They're just below us. Hopefully, we can just show a bit more. Start the game a bit quicker, and there's enough there. We'll learn from that. We'll learn from it against Wolves. feel all right. I feel all right, mate.
We will, mate.
It's just one of those days.
We will. And I guess we'll
He
see
says we
everyone.
never play well on the Monday.
Yeah. Have a nice evening, guys, and we will see you very shortly. And look forward to Saturday and when we beat Crystal Palace. Fingers crossed there. Come on, Leeds. It is what it is. Leeds. Peace out, people.